Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, wow. You been playing poker?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
I did really well. Came in 63rd.
Wow.
With 63 people.
What's the story? You feel as bad as you sound or no?
Yes, I do.
You feel as bad as you sound?
Yes.
Well, that's not good. Because you don't sound good at all.
No, I know that.
As a matter of fact, you sound like crap.
I do. And I feel like even worse than crap.
Oh, wow. This
whole fever thing.
Yeah, your face is kind of...
Not good.
Yeah.
So, get ready,
but
cam people.
You've been sick all, like, winter.
Yeah, hey, that's...
Everyone has.
Yeah, everybody has.
You might want to move that mic closer, but... You're pulling on in.
What do you want?
I don't want you to have to strain, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying not to, and I'm trying to get
pump
it
you up, baby.
All right.
I'm sick, too.
Well, for the last couple of weeks, I've had this chest congestion, so I tried to get it out and been taking medicine all weekend. And
now it's sitting in your throat, just one big clump.
And in my nose. I woke up this morning just snot everywhere.
Oh. Right.
It was gross. Felt like I was 3 years old.
Got myself some phlegm.
Lots of just snot.
Wow.
Green snot.
No, I mean, it's usually the case people say, oh, it's not as bad as I sound.
No.
And you're like, no, it's as bad as I sound.
Could even be worse, actually.
Wow.
It's terrible.
All right. Well, we'll try to enjoy the voice.
Oh, thank you.
And
Goody.
Make it a fun part of the happening that is the show.
All right.
All right?
I look forward to that.
Yeah, we'll just pump up your mic.
All right.
And
I'm ready to go.
All right.
So if I get a little whispery, it's because I'm straining it.
Everybody's sick in the country, Terry.
I know.
There's a flu outbreak to the point where...
Just bad.
Yeah, people are...
Saying the flu shots didn't even work this year.
Well, and I never bought into those flu shot crap, that snake oil they shove in your upper arm.
Of course, you get the flu right after you get the shot, so what the hell's the point of the shot?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't actually want the flu. So, I'll pass.
To build immunity for the strain that, you know.
Exactly.
All right, whatever.
Doesn't make any sense. Well, we're going to all see you on Terry Cam with the swollen eyes. And,
Yeah. Bad.
It's all right.
Bad news, I'm just swollen.
You're what?
Just my whole face is swollen.
Well, you're probably retaining water, too. It probably coincided with your period, and that's not good.
Whoa, she took that time.
So,
my cycle or something?
It's just we're on the same cycle after working together so many years, Terry, and I'm feeling really very, bitchy this morning, so I know how you're feeling as well.
I'm just bloated. That's my problem.
I got the not so fresh feeling. I got a lot going on as well, Terry.
All right.
But I'm going to muddle through as well.
Oh, good.
And that's what the dog days of the winter time is all about. And that's where we're at right now.
Yes.
We are in the last week of February, right?
Hey, spring's right around the corner, though.
What's today?
27th.
27th?
Yeah.
Really should be only 2 days left, but this is a stupid leap year. Makes no sense to me. I don't get it.
We should get paid tomorrow. Whatever.
I don't get what the point of it is. Does anyone ever explain why leap year is on the calendar? Does anyone have any explanation for that?
I don't know.
No one even questions it. Why is that day there? What does it signify?
Je ne sais pas.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, yeah. And voulez-vous trouver avec moi ce soir?
I'll be Christina Aguilera. You can be Missy Elliott, and we'll go sing.
Queen Latifah.
Oh, is that who it was? All right.
Well, it's both. But anyway,
No, she wasn't
on there?
No. Missy
Elliott. I remember that.
Right.
But I thought they were all there. Oh,
Missy
Pink. Right. Pink.
Yeah.
Look what that got her. Husband running around with a hot-ass stripper.
Yeah.
Sorry about your life there, Pink.
The T-Man Show.
Naomi Campbell has landed in a Brazilian hospital. The supermodel is in Sao Paulo, where her publicist tells E! News.
Yeah.
The catwalker was admitted to a hospital Friday to have a cyst removed. Initial reports said she was being treated by one of the country's top infection specialists.
Oh, I'm sure they have some great wart removers in Brazil, let me tell you. Really kind of sucks when you're on vacation or out of the country and you have to go to the hospital, but...
I know.
I mean, it doesn't sound like this was the biggest emergency. Either you have a cyst or you don't have a cyst. You don't just find out about it in, like, a day, do you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, jeez.
Is it any better?
You almost sound like you should be on Scooby-Doo, Terry. I pumped up your mic a little. It should have an easier time.
Oh,
jeez. Yeah, that's really good.
Whatever.
like I'm watching the movie. You should be able to talk without straining as much. Let me see. Let me test the situation. What's the story?
Well, I'm trying to tell you. Is it any better? Yes, no?
Well, you sound like you don't have to. I'm just wondering if your mic is louder.
Yeah, I think it is.
All right.
I don't, and if I'm close enough and everything is
all right. You're right.
All right. Good deal.
So, Naomi Campbell's getting her warts removed in a Brazilian hospital.
Right.
You ever have to go to the hospital on vacation or anything like that?
Yes.
You have?
I have.
Where? What city?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. You had to go to the Hawaiian...
Like emergency
room.
It was really
Pineapples
bizarre.
flying everywhere.
Yeah, right.
And you're what? What was the problem?
It was actually for one of my kids. It had an ear infection. And it was just,
so bad you had to go rush into the hospital. And they were like, lady, calm down. Jeez, man. Hang loose, bitch.
Right. No, they were really good, actually. I was surprised.
You didn't think maybe you were overreacting, or?
No, I just...
Ear infections are pretty common.
Yeah, well...
Especially for children.
No, I know. And it wasn't like but it wasn't, I don't know, it was like on the weekend, so it was like on a Sunday.
We have an emergency.
I'm very used to ear infections.
I don't care if that dude cracked his head open.
So the hotel recommended the place to go. So that was good.
Like anything to get her out of the hotel. Yeah, there's one about 50 miles down the street.
Exactly.
Go left at the volcano.
Yeah.
Keep going. So, that's the only time.
Right at the luau, left at the volcano, and you're there.
Right.
Okay, well, I have... knock on some serious wood. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I was in Las Vegas a couple years ago, and I was jumping up and down on the bed, and I smashed my head up against the concrete ceiling, Terry, because I jumped too high, and I totally blacked out, and
you were jumping on the bed because?
Oh, I was just goofing around. I wasn't like, oh, I won, yeah! No, I was just goofing around. You know how I get, Terry.
Yeah.
And I was being an idiot, and I'm jumping so high that all of a sudden I just smashed into the ceiling. You know, I guess these hotels aren't as high vaulted ceilings as you might expect.
Yeah.
And I just totally blacked out.
Oh, jeez.
And I was thinking when I came to, which was seconds later, but I mean, there were seconds that were missing from my life.
You'll never get them back.
Yeah,
I was still
weird.
trying to figure out how to get those seconds back. And I was thinking, man, maybe I should go to the hospital. I might have cracked my, skull or something. And
sure.
But I was going home the day after this happened, so I was like, oh, if it's still hurting tomorrow. But that's kind of... Like, I have a very close friend from back in the day, actually grew up across the street from me. Mm-hmm. His dad, Mr. Gorman, Terry, greatest guy in the world.
Uh-huh.
Fell off a ladder, smashed his head.
Ooh.
Was having, the headache. No seizures, no.
Oh.
Jeez. But went to the doctor because he was, really hurting, and the doctor said, oh, it's going to be all right, you're going to be fine, just don't do anything exerting, take it easy. Right. Day later, he dropped dead.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah. Not the happiest story in the world, is it?
No, not at all.
So that was in my mind, because this happened, this story of my neighbor across the street happened 10, 11 years ago. This thing in Vegas happened 2 years ago, so I'm thinking, wow, that was in my mind when I'm thinking whether I should go to the hospital or not, but I don't want to go to the hospital on vacation. So I was like, nah.
If I drop dead, I drop dead.
Who did Dolph Lundgren play? What was the character he played in Rocky IV? Drago. As Drago once said.
Yes.
So eloquently, Terry.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, you can fill in the blank. What did Drago say? The line that stood out the most from Rocky IV. Come on, don't tell her.
You're really making me
I don't even know if I know.
You don't know if you know? If you don't know, there's a big problem in the world.
I have a Drago line, but I don't know how it relates to your head.
If you don't know what line I'm talking about.
I know a great Drago line, but I don't know if
it's the Drago line.
Oh, boy.
There's only one.
Okay.
And it's not I will break you.
That's the one.
No, that's number 2.
Okay.
And that's a distant second.
Wow. No.
There's one line that Drago says in Rocky IV that stands out above the rest. And there's nothing else that comes close. Everything else pales.
Pales in comparison, huh? Mm-hmm. I have no idea.
Oh, wow. And I'm not even on that anymore. The fact that
it's embarrassing. No doubt.
It shouldn't be this way, and it is terribly embarrassing. And if I can't count on you for movie lines...
Well, especially Rocky. Sometimes there's just no easy way out.
Yeah, there's no shortcut home, but I understand. But
4 people, once again, love that line.
Yeah. My gosh.
Come on.
And I'm giving you the hint that it pertains to what I was thinking.
It's embarrassing. It is.
This thought actually came to my head when I'm thinking, should I go to the hospital? Oh, what happened to Mr. Gorman?
Something about pain.
No, it's not about pain. That's Mr. T in Rocky 3. What's your prediction? Pain.
Right.
That's almost overdone.
Right.
This one was just a great impact line that, it's just sad.
It is sad.
And it's so simple. It's a simplistic line.
All
Don't
right.
think too deep or...
Well, I didn't think Dolph Lundgren really had some great theatrical skills.
He had
only thespian.
He had about 7 lines in the movie, and 2 were big standouts. This one was clearly number 1. And look at the phone line just going berserk. Everyone knows the line.
Wow.
Look at you sitting there, shaking like a mental patient.
Shameful.
Winnie the Pooh knows it, I'm sure.
He doesn't know who Rocky is.
Right? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, I thought it was Bullwinkle, but all right.
That's right.
Well, okay, if I go to the phones, any caller I pick up that's going to tell me what the line is, better say it in Drago's voice.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, don't look up on the board.
No, I don't want to.
Why are you writing up the line on the board? Don't put it up there.
I don't want to know. I'm trying to come up with it.
You can't come up with it. If you haven't come up with it by now, you ain't coming up with it.
That's how I work, though. I need some time to think through it. Yeah, I got nothing.
Do you want me to say it, Terry? Or do you want me to go to a call that's going to say it?
Well,
and it's so easy to imitate that. Believe me, a caller can do it just fine. So
Okay.
who do you want to do it?
Well, let's get the callers involved, I guess.
Oh, geez. Sounds like you're really enthusiastic.
Well,
anyway.
what do you want?
I don't know. Whatever.
I'm
Nick in
sick.
Pacifica.
What do you
Nick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you know the line?
Of course.
Are you ready to say it like it was once said in Rocky 4, and I was thinking the exact thoughts when I was deciding whether or not I should go to the Las Vegas emergency room because I smashed my head. I was thinking about my good friend's dad who fell off the ladder, cracked his head, even went to the doctor, did everything you're supposed to do to make sure you're okay, and then still, unfortunately and tragically, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's the fun part about a head injury. You just bleed to death and you fall asleep and die.
You don't,
There's no symptoms.
You don't even really know how badly you were hurt because, it's all internal more or less. And then I made the decision not to go to the emergency room, and the thought of Drago from Rocky 4 came into my head when I finalized when I made the decision on whether I was going to go or not, and the thought was...
Oh, jeez.
If he dies, he dies.
Oh, great line. Great line. I feel like an idiot.
Hang on, Nick. That earned you a CD.
Wow.
Yeah.
If I was on a game show right now,
So that
I'd go out
was
and hang
Drago's
myself.
voice? That was it?
It wasn't the best impersonation. You can't do it bad. That's an impersonation you can't blow. You can't blow that one.
Excuse me?
But he didn't. Terry looks all confused.
No.
It's for the...
But he didn't nail it.
Right.
I mean, it's more like,
It almost sounded like he didn't really give it effort.
if he dies, he dies.
Oh,
That's it. Just emotionless. Just unbelievably impactful. He's looking at Apollo Creed just laying there in a pool of blood. Rocky with his head in his hands. And Drago looks into the camera, talks into the microphone, and says in a very cold and stern voice, if he dies, he dies. Greatest line ever!
And that's what you were thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking if he dies, he dies. Now back to the roulette table. Give me back to the craps table. Give me a heartache, give me a heartache, give me a heartache. Ooh, aneurysm.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Wrong movie, but it still works.
Yeah, wait, turn this is, get the wrong one.
I don't have Rocky 4 at my disposal, sorry. I'll buy it today.
If he dies, he dies. How great a lie. I mean, whoever did the writing for Rocky 4 was brilliant.
Probably the same one that did Red Scorpion right after that. Just as brilliant.
Yeah.
And the very hot Brigitte Nielsen playing his wife.
Oh, do you see her now on...
Yeah.
Yeah, the
what is it
rehab, celebrity rehab.
Oh, she looks just like a nightmare on 2 legs or what?
It's shocking she looks better than she did on Surreal Life.
She looks so ugly, though.
She aged poorly.
Oh, sorry about your face. Sorry about your...
Jumbo carafe of wine and 4 packs of smokes will do that to you, kids.
I think she died. No one told her. I did.
Rocky's looking up at him.
You can't win!
See the whole movie. Ready? Go. Paulo was kind of showing him up, coming out to, Living in America, the James Brown thing, and kind of showing him up.
So you're saying he deserved to die?
A little bit, yeah.
Wow.
It's understandable. He was taunting the hell out of
They
him.
became friends. They were best friends.
No, you're not.
I know, but
After. Another great line.
Oh, jeez.
From a movie, Terry. Terry, count on Terry to give us a good line. There you go.
After.
After what?
After.
Name of the movie, Terry.
Karate Kid.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course you know that one. Your dad was in it. Anyway. Oh, geez.
Young and the Restless.
Okay, everyone gets a CD this morning.
All right, good.
Oh, my God.
Did you know that movie there, Vinnie the Pooh? Yeah. He knows Rihanna's on the cover of Cosmo. That's all he knows.
Yes,
I saw it.
She looks
After what?
After.
Classic.
I might have seen it on a rerun or two. I don't
We're
know.
giving you... They're not reruns when you're talking about classics.
Yeah, they are the reruns.
It's like putting on the TV. Oh, look, a rerun's on.
Yeah.
Rerun.
When Karate Kid's on, it's not like you say, hey, a rerun.
Hey,
It's not a rerun.
whatever.
Don't say whatever.
It's an old movie.
It's a classic. It's what it is.
Are you kidding me? Karate Kid.
Karate Kid is a classic, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm not realizing it.
You don't think Karate Kid...
He doesn't appreciate it.
What do you think of Karate Kid? You don't think it's a very good movie?
I thought it was a movie that entertained, but not a classic.
He thinks it's corny.
It's not corny.
I bet you that's what he thinks, so. See?
It's kind of corny.
Yeah, I told you. He doesn't get the classic thing.
It's all right. It's cool. It did its
He's
job.
mocking
All right,
you.
what do you
I'm
think?
mocking.
I
respect the
I'm
movie.
at a loss, Terry.
Thank
You know what?
goodness
The
I
movie
don't
doesn't
have
need your
voice.
respect. Don't think.
Right. Don't give it any favors.
I like the movie.
I mean, the people that are aware of this song, Terry, from Karate Kid.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Name the group.
Oh, I know.
I wouldn't even be able to begin.
Do you know
Are you
I
serious?
don't know the name of the song or the group.
Absolutely not. You kidding me? I'm kind of
Isn't this when they were like moving?
Yeah, it's like...
It's like,
No, they were playing soccer.
He's riding his little bicycle, riding.
No.
is this on the beach?
No, he is.
On the beach?
No, you guys are so
They
off
played it
today.
more than once in the movie.
No, they played it once. They played it once and only once.
He's riding his bike.
No,
and he's got the camouflage pants on.
Stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
He does. I love the camouflage pants.
Okay, fine. You can love the camouflage pants to your blue in the face, but that's not when they played the song in the movie.
It's on
They
the
played the song in the
beach?
movie. No.
Oh, in class.
In class?
PE
No.
class.
Would you stop? You're embarrassing yourself.
I know he's riding.
He's at a soccer tryout. He said he's trying to make the soccer team, and she's doing her cheerleading she's with the cheerleaders, doing the little claps and the car wheels, and she's trying out for cheerleaders, and he's trying out for the soccer team at the same time. He get his leg hooked and goes at it with dude, and this is playing in the background. Come on!
Only once they played this song in the movie?
Really? Yeah, I'm all on an island this morning. I'm all by myself in this world. I understand that.
I know the group.
I have gifts, Terry.
You have gifts.
And this is even considering I smashed my head in Vegas on the frickin' ceiling. Almost took a risk of dying because I wanted to gamble so bad.
Right.
If he dies, he dies.
Started his
He's age well, by the way.
golf.
Yes.
Ralph Macchio.
He's also age well.
Yeah,
No,
he has.
Dolph Lundgren.
Has he?
Yes. Looks the same.
And his career has really flourished.
It has, yes.
Karate Kid series, hasn't it? Yeah. He gave me 6 different scenes. None of them were right.
This is only in it once? Why is it such a prominent song in the movie?
Because it not only...
If it's in like a minute scene,
But
I remember it more than...
the song didn't make it because of the movie. The song made it on its own merits.
understand.
The song was a top
I think of
5
this
hit
song.
on its own. Didn't need to be in the movie to be a
I
top 5
understand.
hit.
But
But
I think of the song when I think of the movie.
well, that's fine. That's you. Most people.
Really?
All right, I can't have these discussions.
Okay.
Are you through?
People who aren't in. Man, ever hear of Bananarama?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
He shops there all the time.
Like what?
Anyway,
Panorama, okay.
Really?
You're right.
okay.
Do you
Anyway,
guys have this in extra small? No?
well, anyway.
Yeah.
That's, how do we get started on all this?
You jumped, ceiling, head, Dolph Lundgren.
That's right.
And then we started throwing
See, I can remember everything from, the classic of everything.
Yeah.
But as far as what happens on the show minute to minute, yeah, no idea. Anyway, I smashed my head and blacked out and came to, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
And we were also talking about Rihanna on the cover of Cosmo. Do you have that Cosmo or no?
It is at home. I forgot to bring it.
That does a lot of good.
I know, but I did get it.
And
because I saw her and I was like...
extra good.
Oh, she looks,
Oh, I've been telling you for forever, Terry, that she's moved into my top 5.
Yeah. I was kind of medium on her until I saw the cover.
Well, she's doing Chris Brown, I
allow that.
Oh, did you?
I allow that, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I got...
Chris Brown deserves it.
Yeah.
He's got it. He's all right. I like Chris Brown. Big fan.
Yeah.
So, if I can't take care of it, I hand it over to Chris.
Pictures of her and Chris in Jamaica for her birthday.
Is that right? Let me see. For her birthday?
Yeah.
What is she about? 20? What is she now?
Either like 19 or 20.
20, yeah.
They look happy, Terry.
I know.
Yes, they do.
I know.
Well, he's stinking rat bastard. Anyway,
sounds like you're happy for him.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for him.
Sounds like it.
He's doing Rihanna, and where'd they go to celebrate her birthday? In Jamaica.
Yes.
Ocho Rios, Terry?
I don't know. It just said Jamaica.
What part?
It just says Jamaica vacation.
It says Jamaica. Jamaica vacation, yes.
Yes.
All right. And you're not a big fan of her looks, is that right? Because you don't think she has a big enough ass, or what?
She looks really good, but her ass is a little on the flat side.
Wow. That's so important. I mean, I like everyone and very in. We all understand a nice, big, round apple ass. But when you have a beautiful face and you have a cute little body, hot little body like she has, why do you have to focus on the fact that she has a lack, if that isn't even the case? I don't know. I have to analyze her ass next time I see it, Terry.
Okay.
But I'll take Vinnie the Pooh's word for it. Until then, she has a lack of ass. She's got a flat ass, and he considers that such a major demerit that even though she's got, like, this angelic, beautiful face and a cute, hot little body, the fact that she has a massive forehead?
Massive forehead.
So much that it's a 5 head?
Yes, 4.5 at least.
Well, I mean, there's hairstyles that just take care of that.
Well, there's also foreheads that, like, eat the hairline up and just keeps going back.
So you're saying she's, like, in the hair club for men waiting room right now, or what?
She could be. She could.
I never did. You ever notice a massive forehead on Rihanna? She's not big.
No.
She's not a big enough person overall to have a massive.
She's really teeny to me.
You're saying in relation to her body and the size of her head, she's got a massive forehead.
She got a massive forehead.
Really?
Yeah.
And you also interviewed her, and you thought that
but she still looks
instead of named Rihanna, she should be named Ratada.
What?
Is that pretty much it?
That's not nice.
Well, that's what he's. I mean, that's not his words, but he thought she was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I know.
So that means something to you, or that doesn't matter? The flat ass is a big problem, but the fact that she's...
flat ass is a big problem.
You thought she was dumb as a wall, that doesn't matter.
I would just hope that somebody in her position would have a fatter ass. Like
in
Beyonce.
Her position.
Well,
someone
like
in
Beyonce.
her position. So you should be able to make it in the pop world if you don't have a big ass. How did she ever get her foot in the door with an ass that flat and that non-existent?
How does her ass and her
I'm just saying, like Beyonce.
She's
same position.
Beyonce?
For real, I said it like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Beyonce. You went...
How did I say it again?
You said Beyonce?
Okay,
It's like all of a sudden you're like fresh off the...
Whatever.
Air France or something.
Okay.
Air France.
I love the food on the flight. But yeah, Beyonce has got a fat ass.
That was a little better that time.
That was a little better, but he does a little bit.
Okay, yeah, Terry.
Beyonce, what now? What about?
She has a fat ass.
Beyonce?
Has a fat ass?
But she's always been that way. I mean, that's just her build or whatever. Rihanna's not like that.
That's what we're saying.
Break him down.
No, but you act like...
Good to know your call doesn't change anything.
I know, right?
Okay.
What?
Never mind. I can't even put...
What about, what do you, come on, compare Rihanna,
I don't get why
with Beyonce?
I don't get what... I'm like, I guess I'm in your camp.
Yes.
I don't get what the relation between her big fat ass has to do with her singing
Vinnie has a serious problem. He's got a prejudice. He's got a prejudice against women that don't have a big ass.
Oh, okay.
Imagine if there truly develops a prejudice against women that have a small to non-existent ass, and they're just completely ostracized from society. They're treated terribly. They're
we don't like your kind.
Jeez.
I mean, if you don't have a fat ass, there's got to be some, like, major trade-offs. You feel me?
Oh, and Rihanna doesn't have that?
No, I feel like Rihanna is, like, one of the very few.
It's amazing
possibly.
how high up on the priority list. Now, we all understand that that's very trendy. It's very in. There's no doubt about it. A nice, thick, full, round apple ass is what's very in. But the fact that you have it so thrusted up
Man.
on the priority list
Yes.
is just a little out of whack. It's more than a little out of whack. It's gone too far over the line.
On a girl's checklist, you're bumping ass to, like, third or fourth?
Yes. I don't even know if it's third or fourth.
Really?
You're taking let's say a woman has this mediocre to bad looking face, but she's got a big thick ass. That to you is higher up in the priority list?
Depends if I'm drunk or something. Yes.
So you would rather so standing in the club is a girl with just a beautiful Rihanna looking, or like Kim. I was going to say Kim Kardashian, but her face is actually a demerit, if anything. It's pretty, but it's not her best feature. Anyway, so let's stick with Rihanna.
Let's do it.
She's got a beautiful face, hot little body, and smallish. Because I don't think Rihanna has a non-existent ass.
I mean, you could tell that there's one there, or one was once there at one point.
And then there's just Lisa Lampanelli.
She's hella thick.
Big, thick ass.
Nice, thick ass.
All right?
I'm on.
You're on it.
I'm on it.
Really? You take
me?
that?
I mean, Rihanna's cute, no doubt, but when you just look at the ass, you just know
You're
that...
not into her. I understand. You're not into her.
She's going to throw it around properly.
Oh, well.
Wow.
And that's what you need. Let me tell you, he's got such experience.
Yeah.
Jesus, okay. I didn't necessarily say all that, but...
Made sure to get that much more experience while he was in Vegas, capitalizing on 4 nights of a room with nothing and no one to answer to and nothing to... unbelievable. Anyway,
Rihanna walks to his door. You're going to have to come back when you have an ass. Don't even think about coming back.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe you don't like ass that much.
I didn't say I didn't like ass, all right? Hello? It's not nearly up on the priority list as you, though. You have it like top 1 or 2?
Good morning. Jeez.
Yeah, maybe you are, as Gay has suggested and basically accused you of. Maybe you are.
I like a fat ass, I'm gay?
Maybe you
Thanks
are a little bit more good-molded than we thought.
Once again, there's no winning with this show.
Okay, you know what? There's no winning when you're saying ass beats out face.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you just said that. Ass beats out face.
Ass beats out face.
According to Vinnie.
If you have a fat ass and an okay face...
That beats out an unbelievable-looking face and a
Because you can be
small
duped with a cute face and, like, a fish in the bedroom.
I'm not going to say you're alone with that thought right now, but you're definitely not representing the masses. All right?
I don't know.
You're thinking the masses will take a mediocre to poor, somewhere in that range. A poor to mediocre-looking face and a perfect ass over a perfect face and a mediocre to poor-looking ass.
I don't know. I guess it's a... I don't know.
Wow. When face takes a backseat to ass. When ass beats out face, things have changed in the world.
Wow.
I'm just not a sucker for a cute face. I've been duped before.
A sucker for a cute face.
But you can't be duped by an ass.
Can't be duped by an ass.
You can't fool me, ass. Talk to the ass.
If it's big enough,
I'm a sucker for a girl that'll say yes. Anybody that's willing. That's my specialty.
So you'd rather have Beyonce than Rihanna right now if you could have sex with one of the two?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
No question.
No question.
Wouldn't.
Well, just to make it that simplistic, instead of making it all abstract, would people rather have a face over an ass?
Right.
Instead of putting it in those kind of hypothetical terms, I can make it more point blank by saying, would you rather, if you could have sex right now with either Rihanna or Beyonce, who would you rather have sex with? And I guarantee you, 80% or more of the people out there would rather, at this moment, would rather have sex with Rihanna than Beyonce. So that just proves to me that you are in the minority here as far as your opinion is concerned.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think it's not a fair comparison because Beyonce's kind of pretty. You got to find someone with a medium face.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm even
right. You're letting him off the hook.
That just proves my point that much more.
You're letting him off the hook.
But no, but you see that just proves my point that much more.
If they would still have sex with Rihanna, and Beyonce's pretty.
I'm showing him that Rihanna is going to beat out Beyonce by 4-1, and yet Beyonce's got a beautiful, flawless face.
Well, first off, you're biased because you think Rihanna looks better than Beyonce, which is not true.
It is true.
It is not
in
true.
the right light.
Oh my, okay.
And in the right, she's got to be done up. There's certain nights where, I would agree that Beyonce probably has looked better, but when Rihanna looks right, I'm so in.
Jeez.
Right.
You scare me a little with the 5-head. I'm not a big 5-head guy.
Take a look.
I gotta take another look. I never noticed that, but now he's got me a little worried about the 5-head possibility, Terry. I don't like a 5-head.
I'm not sure.
I don't need to have sex with a girl who looks like a new 100. And they're not that new anymore, okay?
Can I tell you?
She's got big face?
Who, big face?
Big face.
She does? I've never.
I don't know. Okay.
People in the Terry Cam chat room want to know what Vinnie thinks of Maya. This one person is just all Maya.
Okay,
Stuck
Maya.
in 97?
Yeah, that's what I said. And
she's 38 now.
Wake up and smell the decade, right?
You know, there you go.
All right, just say right.
Your answer.
Wake up and smell the decade. There you have it. All right, I should talk. Anyhow, but just trust me. Have a little lightning poll on who people would rather have sex with at this second. And the choices are Beyonce or Rihanna. You're losing bad. Okay? Okay?
Okay. Jesus.
Why don't you wake up and smell what the hell's going on?
I guess so. Maybe I'm stuck in 03.
I don't know where you're stuck. But you're stuck. Michael, you're on the air. Michael, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, Michael.
Yeah, I'm just talking about I'd rather pick Rihanna way more than Beyonce.
Thank you!
He ain't welcome.
Thank you, Michael.
To me, because I'm kind of a short, tiny Asian guy.
Oh, geez.
I don't know what to do with Beyonce.
You know what? Close to our head here. Thanks for the call. Oh, man. I got to check out two things, though. I never noticed that Rihanna has a non-existent ass. And you're saying non-existent?
Non-existent.
And I've never noticed she's got a 5-head.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't need a 5-head. So she pulls it back, and it's just like, whoa.
Yeah, that's why you think she changed her hairstyle in front of her head.
Mm-hmm.
She has a massive cranium.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
It's ginormous.
Mm-hmm. It's a little troubling. All right, Noah's got the... Pasty, you brought me out of the cover of Cosmo that Tari should have brought in, but she's sick.
It's just one of those mornings.
All right.
At least she has it at home, though. It's good.
Yeah. I'm trying to find...
Let me take a call that this guy says, ass over face anytime. Mocha, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes, Mocha.
Hey, let's start the lightning poll right now. Beyonce, it's always ass before face.
Ass before face.
That's how it is.
Unbelievable. So, all right, I'm going to throw a bunch of ugly-faced girls in front of you and see if you still feel that way.
Well, ugly face or doable face?
Doable face.
Doable face.
Doable face and a fat ass.
Doable face and ugly are this close.
No, not that close. They're a little
trust
bit...
me, they're this close.
How much alcohol are we talking?
That's what I'm talking about. You're in a club, 2 in the morning, doable is this close to ugly.
I'll take it. Fat ass, though?
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking it.
That's ridiculous. That's absurd.
It's a new
Now
day.
you guys have lost it.
It's a new day.
I'm not saying that we're not all fans, all right, and that I don't recognize where we're at, that the big, thick ass is fine,
Yeah,
and beautiful, and wonderful.
I want to show you a picture of her.
All right, but don't tell me ass over face.
Ass.
Ass over
I thought it was
face.
I before E,
all
except after
day
C.
long.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. I'm going to line them up for you and see if you still feel that way.
Line them up.
Okay. Mocha's ready. He's not wavering at all.
I know.
He ain't backing down. Line him up. I'll knock him down, T-Man. You line him up, I'll knock him down. Kevin also agrees. Ass over face. Yes, Kevin. A lot of girls are smiling right now. A lot of chunky girls are like, yeah.
The ugly face.
You tell that T-Man. Kevin, yes.
Beyonce.
Right up 6 and Beyonce over Rihanna.
Oh, definitely. Rihanna has a huge forehead. She's ugly.
Wow.
Yeah, there are some people. There is a nice camp of people, Terry, that feel Rihanna's ugly. I don't see it at all.
Right.
I think she is looks completely just walking sex, Terry.
Okay.
I think she'd be like she's sitting here with Chris Brown in Jamaica.
Yeah.
He's plastering her all day long, I'm sure. If he's not, there's something wrong with Chris Brown. Okay?
The T-Man Show.
Oh, jeez. Let's see here. Oh, Pasty printed me out the cover of Cosmo. I don't want to make Vinny have to run out and get it for me because I'll wait till you bring it in tomorrow morning, Terry.
Right.
But Pasty printed me out the cover, and I was a tiny bit concerned that after I had built up Rihanna over Beyonce so much that maybe it would let me down a tiny bit, but no. Because Rihanna caught it in the wrong moment can look a little weird, but no. Rihanna caught in the right moment. Looks as hot as anyone right now. And here is an example where she doesn't disappoint. Okay?
I know.
Look how exotic she looks, Terry.
I know.
And look how naughty she looks without even trying. You understanding what I'm saying? Is this getting at your head?
It is.
Okay, good. Look at her. Sassy, naughty, Terry, all of the above, without even really trying that hard. This is exactly what I would have wanted as far as representing all I'm talking about here, as far as Rihanna on the cover of Cosmo. Is this month's, Terry? It just came out?
Yes.
Came out when? This week?
No.
Oh, and it says Rihanna puts those rumors to rest on the cover. What rumors are we talking about? That she has a dick or what?
I don't know.
She might want those rumors to rest.
Mm-hmm. It says right next to her shoulder here on the cover of the magazine, Rihanna puts those rumors to rest. What rumors is she going to put to rest in Cosmo? Anyone know? That she was a man once or what?
She was actually Ron.
Ron to Rihanna.
Yes. It's kind of a stretch, but it works. It's the only thing they come up with.
Yeah, she wouldn't have made it that big as Ron.
Not quite as sexy.
Right.
Ron.
Ella. Okay, well, whatever rumor she puts to rest, we'll find out as we crack open the pages. And, Terry, you got to bring in the magazine. I don't know why you still have it home. I don't know why you're not looking out for the program because you know we're so backlogged with your Cosmos. And
I tend to, not rush them in when I get them because
I see.
How often do I get to read anything from them?
If you brought me in, the cover so I could look at all that's inside like I can see right now, then maybe I get inspired to hear some of your articles. I don't remember you ever saying, hey, T-Man, I got an article here we have to discuss. It's called You're a Vajayjay. Fascinating new facts about your lovely lady parts. I want to hear that article. I want to hear there are new facts about women's parts.
Really?
I would love to hear the updated news.
So that's what I have to do. I have to buy it, bring it in, show you the cover.
That's right.
From there.
Look at this article that we have to look forward to on the Rihanna cover of Cosmos. It says, sex he has alone.
Oh, yeah.
Where and when, how often, yikes. And his shocking go-to fantasy.
Wow.
Because every guy has one standby. When he's not feeling creative.
Okay.
And he's doing the solo sex thing. He's beating the paddywhacker wherever in the house, Terry, in the corner of the apartment, whatever joint he's at.
Room,
yeah. In the car, waiting in the parking lot for his girlfriend to come out. Yeah. He has, if he's not feeling creative and he can't conjure up some really hot scenario by which he can, beat off to Terry.
Right.
He has to every guy. I'm assuming this is every guy because I know it's me.
Okay.
I know this is the case with me.
Right.
Every guy has this one or two standby little storyline fantasies that they go to beat the paddywhacker, Terry.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, don't ask me what mine is. It's a little embarrassing. It's been my standby fantasy for too long now.
Devoted.
Oh, jeez.
That puts me over the top every time.
No. It's me and one of my high school teachers. Yes.
Really? Still?
You think I would have outgrown that by now?
Yes. I would think that.
But it's a standby. It's always going to be a standby. I'll be like in the old age home. How many years? Yeah, Miss Porco.
Miss Porco.
She's the perfect name, too.
She's still there, I looked her up.
Oh, no, she's 70 now. She's still all dried up.
Do you have pictures?
And here she is! Come on in! She came in to give you a lap dance.
She wasn't even pretty. It was really sad. Anyway, no, she wasn't.
Yeah, but you felt like she could get
naughty.
it done.
Oh, yeah, she was so naughty. Anyway, she never knew.
she almost got it.
I didn't have the guts to tell her. Everyone else did.
They told her
but the point is, Terry,
yes,
that every guy has a standby fantasy.
Of all the girls you've been with, that's your go-to.
All the other girls, I pretty much satisfied all those.
I got it. Okay.
It's not.
That makes sense.
It's not a fantasy when you've done it.
I guess.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Once let's say you fantasize about a girl and then you actually got her.
Yeah. It's not
there goes that fantasy.
Right.
Should have kept it as a fantasy. She sucked.
But I'm the opposite of that.
She never sucked. Huh?
Okay.
I'm the opposite. Like, I don't fantasize about celebrities because I know it's never going to happen.
You fantasize about women you actually did have sex
Yeah,
with?
people in the past.
Oh, I never do that.
Oh, really?
Never. What's
What's your standby?
Once the conquest has been taken care of, it's not a fantasy anymore.
Wow.
And that doesn't mean that it doesn't matter whether or not it was you took care of it and it went like it was even if it was unbelievable, even if sex was unbelievable with this woman you fantasized about, it still no longer is something you fantasize about.
You don't think about it? You don't go back and
I mean, I think about it, but not when I'm
really.
Yeah, not when I'm having sex alone, like they talk about on Cosmo. Sexy has alone. Now, there are women that, I totally wanted big time, made a strong, like, ridiculous effort. Actually, believe it or not, thanks to my radio status, because trust me, it's not my handsome looks. Got it done, Terry. The sex was everything I was hoping. It was just knocked down, drag out, unbridled. No.
Oh, awesome.
Even in those cases.
Yeah, because sometimes, as you know.
Even in those rare cases, Terry.
Yeah.
Where everything just checked off perfectly on the checklist. Wanted her, had unbelievable expectations of how great she'd be. Was hoping I would be able to hold my own, so to speak. And everything just being lined up, the stars perfectly in line, and everything was just working out exactly the way you dreamt it up, the way you drew it up on the chalkboard. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Even when that's the case, and you think back on it at times, yes. But I don't think back on it in times where I'm having sex alone. No. Those fantasies are the unaccomplished little quests that you had.
That doesn't do it for me.
All right.
The unaccomplished, it's like, you have nothing to base it on because you've never done it.
That's why it's a fantasy.
Yeah. I understand why it's a fantasy, but it doesn't work for me. It doesn't get me going. That's crazy.
We're not the same guy.
Yeah, definitely. Although I think I would like Miss Pooh.
Oh, geez.
From all I've heard.
But she had a thick ass.
Oh, yeah. I'm in it.
Oh, man.
She used to go out around the school and give out Christmas kisses in November, and we used to call them Christmas because, right before, like, Christmas break, she used to go around to all the boys, giving them kisses on the lips.
Oh, that's why you hung mistletoe on the front of your pants?
Mm-hmm. Still there. Hoping, fantasizing. We have that to look forward to, Terry, on the cover of Cosmos. Sexy has alone. Where and when? How often? Yikes. And his shocking go-to fantasy. And I'm assuming that what they mean by his shocking go-to fantasy is the one or two fantasies that he has as the good old standby for whenever he's not feeling like creative. Because any guy, who is going out there, hitting the streets on a day-to-day basis, is going to come back to his home later in the afternoon or night with a fantasy.
Right.
Every day.
Okay.
Walking to the bank. Bam. Oh, I wanted her. Can't wait to get home and have sex alone, but with her in my mind. See what I'm saying? Well, you don't understand any of this because you don't do it.
Yeah, I guess not.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
You don't all the time?
No, I do all the time.
Oh, you do?
Of course.
Of
Really?
course.
Wow, I guess you have no choice. Anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. I don't. He's right.
Mm-hmm. Feel-good tricks on totally blah days.
Huh.
Wow. Yes, this is very exciting stuff on Rihanna's cover. 21 naughty sex tips. This is all on the cover.
I know.
It's basically, we could see Rihanna with all the things with all the words that are on the cover of this magazine. 20 very sexy beauty trends. Mm-hmm.
That one they wrote on her forehead, so they run out of room.
5 things never to tell your guy. Hit me with that, Terry. Why guys cheat. Fresh insight, page 196.
That's all on the cover?
They got this is all on the cover. This is the print out of the cover.
Gosh.
Why guys cheat. They have fresh insight from 1992.
Yeah. All right.
recycled from the 92 little installment of
the same
Cosmo.
article.
Interview with Kurt Cobain on page 42.
They haven't had anything fresh as far as articles in Cosmo for years. They just recycle the old same articles. But this is fresh insight on why guys cheat.
Finally, they nailed it.
There's been a new discovery on why guys cheat, and Cosmo's the first to bring it to you ladies.
Thank goodness.
So you can understand the inner workings of a man better.
Yeah. I was going to ask you a question about, like, your whole fantasy, standbys, self-gratification crap.
Something has come to your mind?
Well, no, I was listening to you guys, and as far as the whole, I mean, as Hotshot thing is, he doesn't go on fantasy. He goes on, real life experience.
Right. And I go more on fantasy. Right. Yes.
But when you finally, like you say, you've had the girl that you fantasized about.
Right.
Is the fantasy, is that when you get her, is it the same fantasy? I mean, is it set up the same?
Do I make it just how I had the fantasy?
Yeah.
No, you have to put a flower in your hair.
No, I mean, is it kind of similar to that? Because you know how you set up a fantasy, you want it to go down a certain way.
Right. Well, I mean,
that's part of the fantasy.
You can never have it completely Xerox the way you have in fantasy.
Well, there's actually flour in mine too, but not the kind you put in your hair.
I mean, I understand the whole sex fantasy, and it's as good as the sex.
Do you try your best to make it close to the fantasy? Is that your question?
Right, because isn't that isn't that part of the fantasy, the whole scenario, and how it takes place?
You're supposed to be telling me right now what a big one I have. Come on.
You're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
Okay.
You suck. You were great in my fantasy. You suck in real life. Is that what you're asking me?
I guess.
I don't know what she's asking.
Weird question, but
I
understand your question, Terry, and the answer is to some extent yes. You do your best to try to make it be duplicated to the fantasy that you had.
Right.
Now you don't come off as some weirdo.
No, I understand that.
Put on this spike necklace. I mean, you don't go to that's kind of weirdo stuff when you really try so hard to make it just like your fantasy, and you're having her do all these requests. And now here's the point where I get on all fours.
You look now. Wait a minute! I had a washboard stomach in my fantasy. What's going on here?
You'll have to get back to it in a year after I do 1,000 sit-ups a day.
Right.
No, you do your best, but you don't force it, Terry. I mean, sex and sex. Come on.
Right.
If you're actually getting her, that's enough of the fantasy alone.
All right, that was.
See what I'm saying?
I do.
See, my philosophy in life is the following, Terry, and you may want to write this down.
Hold on, let me get that.
Dream it, and then live it. All right? And as much as you can accomplish as far as that's concerned, the more high-quality life you're going to be having, baby.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
I like if he dies, then he dies better.
If he dies, you can take either one this morning and make it your theme slogan for life. Either if he dies, he dies, or dream it and then live it. Yeah, baby. There was one, Terry.
Yes.
There was one. Not that long ago. Going back, well, it depends on if my wife's listening. No, seriously, about 5, 7, I don't know, about a number of years, but not that long ago.
Yeah, when did I get married? Yeah, before that.
Where I had this fantasy. I didn't want to go ahead.
Come on, what are you doing to us?
See, that's not fair to us.
I'm getting buzzed here.
And you know that I can't really express my voice.
I had the dream, the fantasy, just spelled out and just point to point in such a specific fashion, and then a few weeks, months, whatever later, it just went as if I was living the dream.
See,
exactly point to point. Where took her upstairs. I knew the layout of her apartment, right? And she had this duplex kind of apartment, all right?
What,
and she lived with one other girl. And I had the exact scenario of her roommate sitting there on a certain chair, because I had the blueprint. So I knew exactly where I wanted, and I had it all in my fantasy. And I'm on the couch with her, and then we do I pull her up by
her hair?
Not her hair.
Jesus, Terry.
I don't know how you got it done, Terry, but
yeah, it sounds like we know.
And we just go up the steps,
right. No, I
get the and it just happened exactly like that.
Wow.
And it was just so fulfilling. It was so satisfying as far as just living the fantasy point by point.
Right, and that's why
that would never happened 2 jobs ago, Terry. I'll tell you that right now.
But that's why I asked you, because obviously it was fulfilled to the utmost of your fantasy, because it's all part of the fantasy.
I'm not even going to tell you who this is, because you know her.
Oh, jeez, I hate it when I
know her.
You know her too. It's not like she's a friend of yours.
No,
Terry.
I know, but I mean the fact that I even I know you have.
I've had a friend of yours, Terry.
Who has?
From back in the day.
Yes.
So we know this one?
She wasn't that bad either. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
she was pretty freaky.
Right. No, I know you have.
Oh yeah, baby. But this isn't a friend of yours. Terry,
no, but it's the fact that I know her of her and that kind of thing.
You know of her. I would go almost a notch beyond. You know of her. You know her.
Like personally. Not like personally, friend
like
personally.
Hung out. No, yeah.
But like I've met and spoke.
Yeah, you've hung out with her maybe a couple of times just by default.
By default.
Was she ever employed by the same people as us?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not going any further than that. Come on. I can't tell you everything, man. All right?
Do you think
Leave me alone.
Do you think
no,
we
you
know?
brought it up.
I gave you a lot, too.
Not enough.
Well, that's too bad.
Hold on. Do you think that we know it happened, or would it be shocking to us?
No, I think you would probably figure it out. That,
okay.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be like, you did?
No. Okay. You wouldn't be like
All
that.
Right.
You would be like, oh, yeah, I figured that.
Okay.
The lifeguard. No, I wouldn't have sex with lifeguard.
No, I know.
Anyway.
Not even.
Huh?
Not even a little?
One little hint.
Little? Okay, maybe a little.
No.
I can't just put it in for a second. Okay,
not actual sex, but other pleasuring things.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's someone the lifeguard name.
Yes.
Anyway.
Was that her?
Who? Don't worry about it. No, it's no one like that.
You had sex with a mariner?
Oh, jeez. Well, hanging out by the bullpen actually pays off. All right, so Rihanna's looking really freaking hot, Terry. As hot as you would expect. No, I didn't have sex with a lifeguard. Right?
No, someone she knew.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried.
I said maybe. I'm just trying to throw you off the scent. Anyway.
Yeah.
Only very sexy beauty trends. You're a vajayjay.
I know.
See, now they're using terms like I almost use. Cosmo. They're ripping us off.
Yep.
Yeah, but that vajayjay thing needs to go away. I'm tired of hearing it.
I do too.
Oprah loves it.
Yeah, she does.
She says that?
Yeah.
She got it from Grey's Anatomy. She ripped it off from them, and now she claims it's her own.
See, I say VJ, and I thought this was close enough that they're ripping me off, but that's just me getting a little overblown with myself now. Kind of like the fantasy way. Anyhow, what else is going on, Tara?
Well, speaking of pictures, I want to know if you want to see some pictures of the girl, Diablo Cody, who wrote Juno.
Do I want to see pictures of her?
Yeah, well, she was a stripper.
I know, you told me that yesterday.
Yeah.
I never knew that until yesterday.
Yeah.
That the woman who wrote Juno, first of all, I didn't know it was a woman that wrote Juno. I never even thought for a second. I never had a moment where I said, I wonder who wrote Juno.
Right.
There was never that thought in my mind. Like, I love the movie Juno. It's not like I'm sitting around going, wow, wonder who wrote that thing. But yesterday you told me it was a stripper that wrote the movie, and that is really cool.
Right.
Because I like all strippers having hope.
There you go. Her hope paid off.
And not that you shouldn't have hope just in general, but hope to, like, achieve this kind of greatness is some serious hope. To be sitting there upside down on the pole and be thinking, hey, I'm going to be an Academy Award-winning writer is a pretty big stretch.
No, I know.
Even for a woman who's hanging with her legs about as in a big a Y posture as possible, it's a pretty big stretch. All right? Mm-hmm. But it just shows you that there are no limitations on anyone's life.
Right.
Here's a stripper, raunchy, clear heels. And look at these pictures. My gosh, she is really raunchy. She is like the kind of stripper that when she's walking over to your area of the strip club and you're sitting there, you're like, oh, please don't come up and ask me to dance. Please don't ask me for a dance. Please don't ask me if I want to dance. Please. Oh, here she. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really looking to get a dance right now. Oh, she's already walked away looking mad. Okay.
Yeah, here's $40 to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass.
But my friend really wants to dance.
Oh, yeah. He was talking about you all night.
You know how many raunchy, kind of, I'm sorry to have to say, Terry, ugly strippers come over to you asking if you want to dance, and then you have to, because you feel bad, you have to say, oh, but my friend really has been looking, and just make him have to squirm.
Make him.
I know you can relate with us so much because you go to strip clubs all the time with your buddies.
All the time with my buddies.
She looks like the kind that shows up at like a private bachelor party.
Yeah, she is not. Well, in this picture, she looks a little better. And when she has a wig on in this picture, she looks like... See, it's amazing how hair can change a person's look.
No, I know.
Here she has a blonde, really cool-looking wig on, and she looks much more...
She looked... I mean, she did. She looked really, decent at the Oscars.
She did?
Stuff. Yeah, she didn't... I mean...
Well, in these pictures... Some of these pictures, she looks really bad. I mean, like, she shouldn't even be trying to make a living being a stripper. She should be just sitting in front of her computer typing out manuscripts. And I'm glad she did.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's paid off in a big way. And she obviously had a really good working mind, Terry, to the nth degree to be writing a script like Juno. Mm-hmm. I mean, the lines in that movie are just so sharp-witted and just incredibly written.
There you go.
And she was getting ready at 9 at night, putting on body spray and throwing on the clear heels, going to make $1,000.
Yep.
Hopefully, that was the goal. That was what she was doing a couple of years ago.
Yes.
Unbelievable. And then she'd drive home at 4 in the morning going, I only made $180.
Definitely getting evicted tomorrow.
And $130 of that came from the greasiest fat guy in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to start writing more. Man, that's unbelievable. What a story.
Yeah.
What a real story of accomplishment. Ladies and gentlemen, take note.
Yeah.
She look good at the Oscars?
She did. Yes.
Well, she doesn't look good here.
I understand that.
And she doesn't look good. No, she looks good here. She doesn't look good here.
I got that.
All right?
I understand. I understand, but again, those were her stripper days.
I'd pay her
Cleaned up a little bit.
Pay her $20 not to ask me and put me on the spot if I want to dance. I'm not getting a dance from her, and I'm not getting a dance from her, Terry.
I got it.
I may get a dance. I'm not getting a dance from her. You gave me how many pictures here? My gosh. I'm not getting a dance from her.
Oh.
I'm not getting a dance from her.
Okay.
I may get a dance from her.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe.
And I would definitely get a dance from her. I don't know. I can't believe it's the same girl.
Yeah, it is.
I would definitely get a dance from her.
Yeah.
But this is a side. This is a profile.
Right.
With her blonde wig on.
Right.
I'm going to have to do a little sniff test on how I'm feeling, though.
Oh, jeez.
That body spray better be double-coated when she heads out the door, Terry.
I hope she got in those hard-to-reach places.
She better put on a second application of body spray because she looks, according to the Hopscotch Scott radar, Terry, like there may be a little Freudian slip situation going on.
Right.
I think our body spray comes with that little red straw like in the WD-40 cans to make sure you can really reach into the right places.
Wow.
Those little nooks and crannies you're talking about?
I am, the crannies especially.
Like the bottom of the English muffin you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Not the top.
No.
I got you.
Oh, my God. How does the English muffin fit in?
How does the English muffin fit in, Terry? Because there's a big difference between the top of the English muffin and the bottom. And we all know the difference. The flat top and the nook and cranny bottom. All right? Now, if you have the nook and cranny bottom in your mind, you can understand about those hard-to-reach places that you need the little red, thin tube with the WD-40
Right, I got it.
situation. Yes, and that's what we're hoping that she looks like the type that would need to make sure she's got everything covered.
Yes.
But now that she's not, I don't think, heading to the strip clubs anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I would think that those days are over now.
Yes. Let's hope so.
Unless she goes on a reunion tour.
Oh, wow.
In which case, now that I know that she's the author of Juno, Terry, no matter how raunchy she looks on a particular night, I'm still getting a dance from her.
Okay.
Now she's big time.
Right.
Yeah.
Now she's somebody.
Guys like status, too.
Right. I also have some more pictures for you.
More pictures?
I do.
Of her? You only gave me 16 pictures here.
These pictures are from gay phone operators. Terry Cam Party. I know you're so interested in. And he emailed them to me.
That's just wrong that he's emailing you pictures of his.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just so glad his party's over, Terry.
The whole gang.
The whole gang, yes. Just an upsetting little occasion that he put together there yesterday. Just disturbing.
They all had a good time, apparently.
I heard Dizzle got so drunk. Someone emailed me saying Dizzle got so drunk that she started getting abusive as far as like going off on people verbally at Gay's party.
Yeah.
Gay was serving so much alcohol. Maybe he's a better host than we thought.
He did have a lot of alcohol there,
He was serving so much alcohol, and Dizzle just slugged it down to such a degree that she started, like, going off on the other woman that was there, and they almost went to war, Terry. Mm-hmm. And the other woman had her outweighed by about 700 pounds, and I don't know. I'm only hearing rumors, Terry, but that's why, unless someone can confirm this for me, that's what I have to go by here.
No, you're right.
She was also...
You saw it? Even
I was there.
How late did you stay?
I was there for like 15 minutes. Oh, this is nice. Okay, gotta go. But while I was there,
Stay the night.
Yeah, okay. While I was
You went
there,
home, got your sleeping bag, and came back.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. I get the corner.
Wow, the truth.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You were only there 15 minutes. That's what you want us to believe.
Yes, and then she was getting pretty hammered while I was there.
What was she drinking? What was Dizzle's drink of choice?
Vodka and some kind of juice.
Is Dizzle on the
Not this morning.
She's recovering.
I think so.
She's waking up in Gay's arms.
Oh, man.
Gay's like, I never knew it could be like this.
I was wrong the whole time.
Oh, wow.
My dad was right every day of his life.
I should like the women.
Right.
Yes, he's
I love the vajayjay.
Oh, man.
Yes, Terry, what?
So, and Gay, of course, has not only pictures, but video.
He has video?
Yes.
Is Gay on the Terry Cam chat room, right?
You think?
Oh, jeez.
I
Yeah.
think it's okay to wear a tank top now. He hasn't lost that much weight. We need to tell him.
Oh, and your favorite girl's there, too, Trinity.
Really? How's she looking?
She looks good.
Yeah.
Yep.
She needs to be a stripper, Terry.
I think she's a student.
If she's not, well, I mean, doesn't it go hand in hand?
Sure.
All right. Well, I don't think there's any need for Gay to overdo it now that it's over, thankfully. He doesn't need to be sending out pictures of his stupid little party, and he doesn't especially need to be putting video out there because of what? What really is there video of? Nothing happened at this non-event type situation. What is he putting video out of?
Video of
here's Dizzle reaching into the bowl of cheese puffs.
That was awesome. Remember that when you did that? You grabbed like 7 or 8.
I mean, you don't need to remember the time when pretzels were eaten and Dizzle was going off on... what's the whole video?
Well, it's actually of not only everybody at the party, but also of Vinnie when he arrived.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that.
See, if you stay longer than 15 minutes, you better tell us now, because if I have to, like, count frame by frame, I will.
Count on, my friend.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
Nice little pictures.
Okay. Yes, they are. How can a woman, Terry,
Yes.
look so bad here,
All right.
look decent here to good?
Well,
Decent to good.
Like you say.
She's got a little handcuff necklace, too, by the way. She's like a raunchy stripper.
Yeah.
She wasn't even like one of those strippers that looked like she was not into it.
Right.
You know, there are a lot of strippers that look like they're just there because they need to make money, but they're really not into it. She looks like she's really an into it kind of stripper.
She was living the life, definitely.
Yeah, she was loving the life.
Uh-huh.
And look where she is now.
I know.
I would think it would be the non-loving the life stripper that would be the type to write Juno. If there was going to be a stripper that was going to write a movie like Juno, it would have been the non-loving the life stripper.
Right.
And yet it was the loving the life stripper that wrote Juno with the handcuff necklace.
But if you're a stripper, you got to be in, though, right? You got to go full throttle ahead.
You don't understand what I'm saying about that? She's got a necklace, but the medallion on the necklace, is that what you call the little thingy hanging there, the medallion?
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, the medallion hanging from the necklace are 2 handcuffs.
It's pretty hot.
2 gold handcuffs. Or are they silver? I can't tell. It's a black and white picture. Whatever.
Right.
I mean, that indicates a loving the life type, a stripper personality. Wouldn't
Right.
you say?
No, yes. And the
Doesn't that-
pictures show that she looks like she's having a good time. And
But doesn't that medallion tell you that she's a loving the life
Right.
kind of stripper?
Yeah.
I agree.
You probably wouldn't even have noticed that in the picture. Look
I
at-
didn't notice that. You're right.
Look at the
but
medallion. Aren't those...
Yeah, you're right. They're the handcuffs.
Handcuffs.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
nice.
you probably fit those on Vinnie.
You guys aren't funny this morning.
You have the smallest...
Funny every morning. Come on,
Jays, yes.
Don't you know?
We can't help it.
Got the whipped cream bikini top on. So cliche.
Oh, she does?
You
Yeah.
think that was whipped cream or shaving cream or something?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
That's great. It's a good thing she put the straps on, to make sure it stays on. That was the point of that.
Well, okay. So there you go. This is just... All right. Congratulations to her. What's her name? Did she win
Diablo.
And did she win any award?
Yeah, she won.
Best screenplay?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now she's loving that life.
Did they put a poll up there for her to accept the award?
Oh, yeah. They played a Cherry Pie when you walked on stage.
Yeah.
The T-Man Show.
Good morning, Dizzle.
Good morning.
How you doing, baby? I hear you got pretty smashed yesterday.
I actually didn't drink nearly as much as I'm told that I have been.
But if you're calling in, then you can't be that bad. I mean, if she's, even though it was a morning party, which would have given her a lot of time to recover, if she's calling in this early, Terry, she's probably in decent shape. So you're saying the stories about you at the gay phone operator just blowout extravaganza that he had yesterday morning are overdone, that you were not nearly as wrecked and as abusive verbally as people are suggesting. It's just gotten overhyped.
The only thing that is not understated was the amount of hate that Vinnie had as soon as he walked in the door.
I'll tell you what's not overstated is how many people say how hot you are and how many people tell me. Like, apparently, I didn't even know that this was going to happen, but Hot Shot Scott, after the show, went right to gay phone operator's place to make an appearance at the party.
I heard there was food.
Yes, he did. I met him at the front door.
And he just told me he saw you. And he said, I would love you if I saw you in person. I'd be a big fan. Is that right?
No question.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
The webcam doesn't really do people justice. Wow. I'm much more handsome in person than on the webcam, by the way.
Tony69 is just so...
Yes, his mustache does not look the same in person.
Well, you got to see that porn star mustache for yourself. So, Dizzle, that's the word, that in person, Hotshot saw you face-to-face yesterday, and I don't know, maybe smashed you up against the door as you were leaving. I don't know what the real story is, but he just told me during the break that if I saw you in person, I would be absolutely, totally in.
Wow. We'll just have to make that happen.
Oh, well, I don't know. Off of the air, A.
Dump.
But Dizzle, I'm glad you had fun. What made you want to go to gay phone operator's stupid little party?
Because gay is the man. Gay is cool. Gay doesn't get enough credit.
Well, that's something you never really hear come out of anyone's mouth. Even man, woman, homosexual clubs. I don't think you ever have heard the term gay. You're the man.
No, you don't hear that.
There was good conversation, lots of funny gay stuff to look at, and good food.
Gay does the man. That you hear. Not gay.
That, yeah, you do certainly hear from time to time. But you decided to go, and you don't regret your decision now after the fact.
Had a great time.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, something obviously wrong with you, which is makes it that much more interesting and attractive. But I
wonder if she has any rare rashes that won't go away from sitting on Gay's couch.
Wow.
Is everything checked out?
Or maybe she gave it one.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't have it till she got there.
Yeah.
Now we all have it.
Jeez.
So what are you doing now? You headed to work? What do you do normally during a day? What do you do?
I'm trying to hurry up and get on the webcam.
And so you usually are on the webcam at your workplace?
Yes.
Yes. The traffic is terrible this morning.
Uh-huh. Well, Dizzle, I'm glad you checked in.
Well, thanks for taking my call.
Take care, baby. We'll hear from you again soon, I hope.
All right.
All right.
Okay, how's her number?
Try talking about moving your lips.
People at the CIA trying to break your code going, what is he talking about?
Two kids. Anyway, I know you have something you've said you've been dying to talk to us about this morning.
Actually, I do, yes.
All right, and that is what?
It's a really disturbing story about
I love disturbing stories.
About a 27-year-old man in Stockholm, Sweden.
Yes.
Who actually tried to make his girlfriend miscarry by mixing abortion pills into her food.
Smart.
Crushed them all up, put them, into her yogurt. And,
ingenious.
Not good. Anyway.
It's disturbing.
You think?
And
a little sick and twisted.
Did she miscarry?
She experienced, severe stomach pains and vaginal bleeding.
Let me see if I understand this right. His girlfriend was already pregnant.
Yes. 8 years they've been together.
All right, they've been a couple 8 years. And he smushed up what? The abortion
pills, three of them.
The day after pill.
Yeah.
Which is obviously designed to be taken before you get pregnant. Well, I mean, while...
Within, 72 hours
while
of your...
conception is in full swing. You have had sex with a woman. We all understand the abortion pill, but just the day after pill, it's pretty much... We're talking about the same thing, obviously,
yes.
Right? Yeah, okay. The abortion pill is really the morning after pill. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yes.
And it's designed for a 72-hour period at most.
Yes.
After you had sex, while conception may or may not be happening, to make sure that you don't get truly pregnant.
Right.
You stop the process of conception.
Right.
So this isn't... he's not using the drug really for its intended purpose. He's hoping that it'll just cause some kind of little chain negative reaction in her system, because it was well after the 72-hour period, obviously, if she was already clearly
she's
diagnosed as pregnant.
Right.
We have diagnosed you, miss, and you're pregnant. So
sounds like it took.
So he puts 3 of those pills, not just one. He's hoping if he smushes up 3, it's going to do something in there. I gotta do something. He's thinking, I gotta do something to stop this.
Right.
She won't listen to me. She won't have an abortion like I've begged her to have, and I have no real rights in this situation. So here's what I'm going to do. He thinks to himself, we are going to really get sinister here.
Yeah. Good word, because that is very sinister.
Well, I'm not saying I agree with the word. I'm just saying this is...
But it is a very...
I'm agreeing for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he smashes up 3 morning after pills and puts it in her what? In her yogurt?
In her yogurt.
In her yogi?
Yes.
Surprised you could taste the difference.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she couldn't. She had no idea what was happening to her internals, and then they probably did a little medical evaluation, and they determined that that was what was going on there.
What were the symptoms?
She had stomach pains and vaginal bleeding.
Isn't that called your period?
Tough it out.
Kind of tough to do when you're pregnant.
That
does work. I mean, women have had periods even after finding out, so it's not unheard of. However, the pain and everything like this.
Vaginal bleeding, worst thing I ever heard.
Wow.
Nasty.
You guys are gross.
Don't eat the tomato soup. Anyway.
Thanks to the kid.
Okay. So let me see. Yeah, this soup shouldn't be clotting. Anyway.
Oh, man. I don't think tomato bisque is supposed to coagulate. No, I don't think so. You may want to send it back.
All right, anyhow.
Come on.
So you're very bothered by this.
You think?
You're as angry as you can.
Sinister is the perfect word, like I said, because this is
I'm sorry I used it now because I'm totally now making you happy, and I'm not sure necessarily how I feel about this yet. Because I'll tell you why. Yes, this guy did wrong, and yes, this guy really took this woman's life in jeopardy by doing this act. But there is a part of me that always feels like there's something wrong about when 2 people go into a situation where they have sex, okay?
Yes.
And the woman gets pregnant. If the woman decides to get an abortion and the guy wants to keep the child, there's nothing he can do about it to stop it.
Yeah. I understand that.
So here's a situation where the guy wanted the abortion and obviously the woman doesn't, and he's screwed.
Right.
Now, that doesn't mean he did what's right to do, no. But there's something wrong about the fact that if a guy wants a child, impregnates a woman, wants to keep it, is very against abortion, that he has no say in the matter.
Well, I guess you would have to just take it up with court or whatever. I don't know the process.
That's never going to be effective.
I understand that. But anyway.
All right.
Still, this is, it's vindictive, it's evil, it's sinister.
Okay, listen, I got to take a break.
Oh, jeez.
We're going to get back to the story, Terry.
Got me all worked up.
You're all worked up and you're not feeling well this morning?
I'm not.
Terry's dealing with a serious cold. I don't know if it's a flu, but we'll all have it. I'll have it soon enough to know.
Yes, I'm sure.
When we get back, reread the story and we'll take it from there.
All right.
Now, people are calling in already saying that the morning after pill and the abortion pill are 2 different things. Now, I don't know what the difference is. So I guess we'll research this and find out.
Okay. She should have gone one of each. You'd have been safe.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure.
He put 3 in.
Wow.
An abortion pill, a morning after pill, and a 1 a day plus iron.
Sweet.
We're going to figure this all out and find out where we stand on this.
Okay.
Right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
5430,
Yeah, very catchy number. Anyway, Terry found this story on MSNBC.com/Europe. We're really looking far and wide for your stories, Terry. I'm sure this was the link that led you to the European side of MSNBC.com, but it was right there on the front page of whatever. The headline reads, and I have the story now in my own hands. Headline is as follows. Man puts abortion pills in lover's food. 18 months the man will now be serving in prison. As far as his punishment, 27-year-old man, he ground up he put in her yogurt 3 ground-up abortion pills. Now, I assumed, and I went on the air saying in the last segment when you first brought up the story that the abortion pill, that's the morning after pill. I was wrong, Terry.
You were wrong.
I didn't even know there was such a thing as an abortion pill, a pill that can cause an abortion. I never heard of such a thing.
It is also commonly known as RU486.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you sound real knowledgeable now, but you in the last segment thought I was right by calling it the morning after pill.
because I've been confused too, but I just got some information.
All right.
I thought they tried to ban that. The FDA tried to ban the abortion pill because it's so bad.
They tried to ban the morning after pill too.
Yeah.
Or there were people out there, some religious or whatever kind of groups decided to try to get it from being able to be distributed. Yes. What does it say there as far as the differences?
Well, it says that the morning after pill doesn't have any effect on an established pregnancy and only works to prevent a pregnancy, whereas the abortion pill basically
Let me see that.
gives you an abortion while it's for when you are already deemed pregnant.
Oh, it says right here, they're often confused, by the way.
Yes, I know that.
So there you go. I feel better. The morning after pill and the abortion pill are often confused. Morning after pill has been used for several decades, approved by the FDA in 1997. Now under the brand name Plan B.
Right.
You don't want to go to Plan C, my friend.
So that's Plan C is child support.
That's right.
Now, that we know the difference, we realize this man was even more, and the word you like that I used, Terry, I'll use it again for you, sinister perhaps,
sinister.
in his plot. 8 years they were together.
Yes.
He knocks her up. He obviously doesn't want the child. I wonder if he made it seem like he wanted the child, even though he didn't, obviously.
Right. And
went along with it as if he was really excited about having the baby, and then behind her back was grinding up abortion pills and sprinkling it in her yogurt.
Right.
Or, more likely, scenario B, that he told her that he didn't have an interest in having the child for whatever reason. We're not financially capable of having this child. I'm not emotionally prepared to be a dad.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. He made it clear to her, please have an abortion. I don't want to be a dad. I don't think you should want to be a mom. All that spiel that he gave her, Terry, this, that, and the other thing to try to convince her to go get an abortion. She refused. And then he decided to go with this plan of his. That's the more likely scenario.
When he gave her the cash and she said, nah.
Here's $600. I don't want to see you till that thing is taken care of.
Wow.
Take care of that thing.
Who the hell's Ron Johnson?
Go see a guy about a thing.
Right.
Oh, my God.
And who the hell is Ron Johnson?
You guys.
So that's, to me, much more typical.
Okay.
Not that this next move that he put into motion, this plan of his, is typical by any means. I never heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that requires a lot of premeditation, Terry.
Absolutely.
Thought and the actual act of sitting there and grinding up the pills with this evil look on your face. And then, like, oh, honey, here's some yogurt for you. Yummy yogurt.
Eat it all up.
Eat it all up. Don't leave any, because the best part's at the bottom. And then she starts bleeding. Oh, just go upstairs and fart it out. Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, you just have some cramps or something. Don't worry. Oh, no, you don't need to go to the hospital. You'll be fine. I don't feel good. Oh, you look wonderful.
You look wonderful.
Really pretty evil. I'll be the first to admit that, Terry. I'll be the first to admit that it's evil. However, that doesn't mean, as I said in the last segment, Terry, that there isn't a part of me that doesn't think there's a level playing field, that doesn't think there's real fairness as it pertains to men and women when it comes to a pregnancy situation.
Right.
And the area of the pregnancy unfairness that I'd like to focus on that comes to mind when I hear about this story, which really doesn't change the details of the story. The guy's a bad guy, no matter how you slice it, Terry. But it doesn't make me not think about the fact of this scenario that I gave you. Guy wants to have the child. Woman doesn't. Doesn't matter what the guy wants who impregnated the woman, who's 50% of the parent situation.
Right. I understand.
Should have 50% of the rights, but obviously not the case. She goes out and has an abortion whether he likes it or not. Is that fair to you? Does that seem fair? No. So, in the world of unfairness,
Wow.
this was due to happen.
Oh, jeez. Well,
18 months. Let me ask you this. If you were the judge on the bench and you heard about a guy who did this type of act Terry, where he sprinkled the 3 ground up abortion pills and mixed it into her yogurt. Then then comes the mixing part. When you're mixing it, you're looking around, making sure she's not overlooking what you're doing.
Right.
What are you doing there, boyfriend?
Oh, just getting you some yogurt.
I gotta get all the fruit out of the bottom.
You have that look on your face when you're mixing it up.
My evil concoction.
The evil concoction that you're preparing for her. And you hear all about that, and you're the judge, and you have now the ability to give this man the proper jail sentence.
I would like a new trial, if I could, please. I'm not going to be able to get a fair trial with this case.
Well, what's funny is the defendant's lawyer who got sentenced to 18 months, which you might think is kind of on the light side. And a lot of people's reaction is that this is a very light sentence, that he got a year and a half in jail. His lawyer is going to appeal the ruling. Yes. They think they got...
That's way light, by the way, and he shouldn't be appealing because really...
All right, well, that's why I asked you. What's the proper sentence? How much jail time should a guy who does such a thing... Let's say right now some guy's like, oh, that's brilliant. I'm going to do that this afternoon. Let's say some guy...
Brilliant.
Yeah, some guy listening to us right now is like, oh, wow, we're only 3 months in. I got a chance.
Wow.
I'll take my chances. 18 months? Better than a lifetime of payments.
Wow.
Who knows what people are thinking out there?
18 months better than 18 years.
Now, what happens...
That's my new shirt.
What happens if you're on the bench, Terry? You're in your little judgerly robe.
Let me get on my soapbox.
You got your gavel, and you're ready to make your ruling and slam that gavel down hard.
Right.
What?
First of all,
yes.
It would not be assault. It would be...
Oh, yeah, you got 18 months for assault.
Assault, right?
Yes. Aggravated assault.
Right, right.
Man was found guilty of aggravated assault for attempting to make his girlfriend of 8 years miscarry by giving her yogurt containing 3 ground-up abortion pills.
This is granola. What? Come on, everyone
Where'd you get the sprinkles? Oh, it's a new flavor.
Yeah. Comes in a little package.
Yeah. My son actually eats yogurt with sprinkles on it, Terry.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's out there.
Right, it is.
Yes.
I understand that.
All right.
First of all, it would not be assault.
All right. What would it be?
It would be attempted murder or attempted homicide.
Okay. Well, that's not what I'm asking. Whatever you want to label it.
So,
okay?
well, no, you're
asking. Why don't you just throw in attempted double homicide?
Well, that's what it is. That's what it would be.
Double homicide.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't make that decision. The attorneys do, right?
All right. Whatever. No.
No.
I mean, but they decide what they want to prosecute. The judge can say, "Well, no, you should make it worse."
Okay. Whatever. Let's not
but
get
you're
too
asking me
about the legal system. I'm just asking you point blank. How much time does the guy have to sit in jail?
And I had to tell you what I would deem it
you
because
don't have to tell me that. Just tell me how much time you sit in jail.
It's going to justify her longer sentence.
Right.
Oh, Lord. Just tell me how long you want the guy to sit in jail and not a day before or after does he get out, Terry? And don't say, with time off for good behavior. Just tell me exactly how long you think the guy should sit in jail.
15 years.
15 years.
You're ridiculous. She didn't die or anything.
She didn't die.
She didn't. Necessarily.
Oh, yeah, by the way, the baby did not survive. However, it wasn't because necessarily what the guy did caused it to abort. It wasn't an effective plan. There was vaginal bleeding, and because of the vaginal bleeding, the girl that he was dating did in fact fear that the fetus was damaged and thereby made the decision to have an abortion. Isn't that interesting? That his plan didn't really work, and yet it did in the end. Because she, even after learning that he was behind this all, in trying to do what was best for the child, was concerned that this had damaged the fetus, and then went out and got the abortion that he probably pleaded with her for months to get, that she wouldn't, but now that she felt that the fetus was damaged, she went out and actually got.
Jeez.
So mission accomplished.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hope he feels really good about himself.
I actually do agree with you that the sentence was a little light at 18 months. This guy was really a bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really, he was threatening her life. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
And obviously the unborn child's life.
Right.
But that doesn't change the fact that even though I recognize nothing's going to change, doesn't mean it's right that guys' rights are so limited when it comes to pregnancy situations. I don't know how we can go about changing it, but the playing field needs to get a little bit more level. All right? And I'm not saying that a woman who wants to have an abortion, even though the guy doesn't want her to have one, doesn't have the right to go out and get one. But something's not right. Woman wants to go out and have an abortion. Guy says, no, I really want this baby. I really want this baby. What are you doing? Where are you going? No, don't get in the car. No, I'm following you. No, don't go in that place. Oh, my gosh. I'll bomb the damn thing. Even if he's just completely paralyzed. There's nothing he can do. She goes ahead and gets the abortion. I'm not saying she doesn't have that right to do that, Terry. Because you know me, I'm a liberal guy, and I'm whatever. All right? But there's something wrong about the fact that she can do that against his will, and yet when he feels the opposite way, oh, no, I'm having this baby.
Well, again...
You have to agree. There's something not right about that.
Again...
I don't know how to change it to make it more right, but it ain't right.
But the thing is about that whole situation...
So this evens the score.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead, what?
But the whole thing about that, and there is some lopsidedness. I'm not going to deny that. However,
oh yeah,
there are plenty of times where the man who claims that he wants to have this child gets the woman to change her mind, and then she changes her mind, and the next thing you know, he opts out. He realizes that wait a minute, this is a little bit harder than what I expected, and he bails.
I have no idea what you just said.
You said, never mind.
Did you get any of that?
I can't tell.
The guy bails for some reason.
Forget it. You were looking at your phone anyway.
Well, I'm getting a text page, and this is unbelievable. I'm sorry to be distracted. I'm getting a text page from a girl I know, Terry, who's a real religious girl. People obviously are... This is a very strong subject matter we're talking about. And this is a girl I know, and she's very religious, and she's kind of going off on me, even though she wants to make it like she's not going off on me, Terry.
Right.
Let me read you the text page.
Okay. Yes.
And you can... I can't believe people send me text pages, people who know me personally during the show.
I get them, too. People love. They all want to contribute.
All right? Call the show. Call 1-866-663-T-Man if you got something to say.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Rihanna's got a big forehead and kind of a smush face.
Don't feel like you got the ins on the T-Man, all right? Now, let me read. I'll read this text page to you anyway, and I hope this doesn't encourage more people I know to text page me during the show, because that is going to piss me off. But anyway.
What's your number again?
Unless, of course, we're arranging something for later. Anyhow.
Wow.
Which I can't do because I'm married. Anyway, let me read this text page to you.
Okay.
This person that I know writes the following. And I don't even know how this necessarily applies, but I'll read the text page, and it just shows you how... what kind of person we're talking about as far as her devout religious stance, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
February 27, 2008, at 8:15.
Okay.
Which is what? 2 minutes ago. Here's the text page. Text message. Why do we always call them text pages? Text message.
Yes.
Here it is. The Lord knew us all, even before we were conceived. We all have a purpose, although no one has figured yours out yet. But then she puts LOL. Which indicates to me she's only 75% serious.
We're still cool, right? You still can give me tickets for that show or no?
We all have a purpose, even though no one has figured out yours yet. But I don't want you to get too mad.
That's right. I'm going to need you for a favor down the road.
Even though I think you're a dick now. LOL. That's what LOL translates to. Yeah. Even though I think you're a dick, I don't want you to be really mad at me. Whatever, let me write her back. Lose
my number.
How'd you know, Jerry? Number.
There you go. Send.
Send.
Don't you have an send button on your phone?
Mm-hmm. Send. All right, do I need that? Now I'm getting another one.
Oh, jeez. What did she say?
See, I have encouraged people now. This is from somebody else.
Oh,
okay. It was Hot Shot. Terry's a butt.
10 cents.
You just wrote that while I was talking?
Yeah, I did. Money well spent.
What I'm saying, Terry, is...
Yes.
That, yes, I gave you the word, and you loved the word, and the word fits. This man was sinister.
Yes.
In his plotting, in his premeditation, in his execution, and deserves to be punished for his action.
Right.
However,
However,
it sparks the conversation of something ain't right about a man's lack of rights when it comes to his feelings, thoughts, and wants and needs as it pertains to the pregnancy situation that he has 50% gone in undergoing with the woman that he's made love with.
Again, in that case, if you are so adamant about not becoming a father, then you take all precautions.
That's not the scenario I gave you, by the way. The scenario I gave you that I like better is the guy wants to be a father, desperately wants to be a father, desperately wants to keep this child. She is saying, oh, no, this is my right to have the abortion, and I know you feel strongly. Obviously, you go beyond strong in your feelings on me not having this abortion. You want to keep this child, and that's tough nugget.
All right.
Because I'm headed to the A clinic. I'm getting a ride from Judge Reinhold. And I'll see you when it's taken care of. All right?
Wow.
I don't know where it is. I would love to play the song right now. I don't see it anywhere. I think it's kind of... I have an accompanying song, Terry, that I'd like to play. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I'd say, who the hell is Ron Johnson? This isn't actually the... I know. This is earlier in the movie, which reminds me of her. She's going out to meet the stereo guy.
It's the same chick.
Oh, yeah.
She likes to get knocked up and do it in the dugout.
Now, do you agree? Do you feel bad for that guy, Terry? Now, I know that's a very rare situation. Oh, you want to get an abortion? Okay, cool. Is more probably the likely scenario.
Right,
Believe
it is.
Yes, these days that is more of the likely scenario. But I'm sure there's been many an occasion where a guy got a woman pregnant.
Right.
He wanted to have the child.
Right.
Very much so. She didn't feel the same way.
Right.
And even though he felt like he wanted to have the child, there was nothing he could do about it, and felt impotent, if you will, when she went out and got an abortion against his wishes. You don't even know. No, you don't know why I'm laughing. You never know why I'm laughing. No. And I hate to change the subject here, but I was just rewatching Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And you know, Terry, I was thinking two things when I'm watching Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and I really want to share this with you now. I was thinking there's not enough good teenage movies like Fast Times at Ridgemont High right now, except there's been, over the past 6 months, a couple that will stand the test of time in my belief.
Okay.
And you know what those two movies are?
No.
I will tell you. Superbad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Juno.
Oh.
So while there's been a long period of time that there isn't a solid movie like Fast Times at Ridgemont High that you'll look back on 20 years from now and say, that was the movie that I remember from the day. That stood the test of time, was the teen movie of its time. You know, there aren't many teen movies that make it these days.
No, you're right.
Except over the past 6 months, there have been two. There have been two that really look like they're, in my opinion, 20 years from now, will stand the test of time. People will be watching Superbad 20 years from now. Yes, they will.
Right.
I thought maybe American Pie had that kind of staying power, but I'm not so sure now that American Pie stands the test of time. I don't see.
You think they kind of oversaturated it a little bit?
That's the problem. They keep making straight to DVD sequels with nobody in it but the dad.
Yeah, but they did the same thing with Fast Times at Ridgemont High. There were so many sequels that came about because of the popularity and success of Fast Times, like even Last American Virgin.
Well, but I mean, literally, American Pie 7. Stifler's brother goes to camp. Enough already.
That's a classic.
Right.
Yeah, they just overused Stifler to the bone.
And Eugene Levy's in all of them. Thanks for the check. Jeez.
But Juno will definitely be the teen movie that stands the test of time. We'll be playing the theme song on a radio show 20 years from now, talking about the man's lack of rights when it comes to an abortion. That ain't changing. I know that. I can scream about it as much as I want about the man's rights when he wants to have a child, but the woman doesn't want to have it, so she gets the abortion.
But you know what? Here's another thing in regards to that. The man wanting the child really bad.
Yes.
Let's say, okay, with that scenario, he convinces her. She says, fine, I'm not going to get the abortion. But remember.
Is this what you were trying to tell me earlier?
Yes.
Okay. I'm listening now because I'm not getting paged.
All right.
I'm not getting a message.
Okay.
Here's
so
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Anyway, so...
actually, no, I am getting a message. All right, go ahead, yes. I won't look at my phone.
So she says fine, and she goes through with the pregnancy.
Right.
But...
Then he breaks up with her?
Yes.
Well, what doesn't matter, though, Terry?
But wait a minute. He's the one who begged and pleaded. How...
One has nothing to do with the other.
Yes, it does, because if he bails, he bails. And let's say...
So you're saying if she gets an abortion for him, even though she was kind of inclined to have the child, he's required to stay with her then?
No.
How long a period does he have to stay with her then?
Understand exactly what I'm saying.
I can't. You're 2 seconds.
I know. It's very difficult for me.
Go ahead. Yes. You're fighting for your cold, and that shows the trooper aspect.
What I'm trying to explain is let's say he acts like he's all committed to the whole cause, raising the baby, not even necessarily with her as parents together, staying together.
I thought you said he convinced her to have an abortion.
No, I said he convinces her to...
Oh, to have the baby.
Yes.
Oh, I see. I thought you said a guy convinces a girl to have an abortion, and then after she has the abortion, he breaks up with her.
I gave you the scenario that you wanted. The scenario
all right, fine. All right, so you're saying a guy convinces the
girl not to have the abortion. She goes through with the pregnancy. I would
like to think that a guy who convinces a woman not to have an abortion because he wants to have the child is going to stay around, Terry.
You would like to think, and so would she.
Okay.
But then...
Nothing's a guarantee in this world.
Right.
But I think that's kind of weird. But anyway, even if he doesn't stay with the woman, he, after convincing her not to have the abortion that she was more inclined to have, I would like to think that he is a respectable father and doesn't just bail on the child, Terry. I mean, your scenario is so out of whack.
No, it's not. But here's another situation as far as a woman is concerned. The thing is that even if she were to have the child, knowing that she's not prepared to be a mother, and she actually says and the guy is totally prepared, and he's like, I'll take on the child, and she gives, she hands over her parental rights and allows the man to take the child, then she's deemed a bad mother.
Terry, why don't you come up with every freaking scenario that has nothing to do with it?
That's reality. and it has everything to do with it.
You can come up with a million scenarios that make him a bad guy or whatever.
I didn't say he was the bad guy. Oh, never mind.
What do you want to marry a stereo salesman? Don't worry about it.
Probably going to be bald in about 5 years, coming home talking about stereos. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to tell you about Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I was thinking about how there are no good teen movies when I was watching it 2 weeks ago, and then I remembered, hey, there actually has been over the past. I told you that. Right. But the other thing, it's a line in Fast. I'm not even going to get into this. Never mind.
Oh, jeez, I hate it when you start.
Well, I don't want to get off the subject. What we're talking about here. A lot of people are calling in wanting to give their thoughts on this.
Just go ahead, say your thing.
I'll tell you later. Don't worry. Let me take
and
some calls.
And you'll forget.
Well, if you remind me, I won't forget. Because you're right, I probably will forget. Let's see here. Let's go to Tina in Salem. Hello, Tina. What's up?
Hey, how's it going, T-Man?
Pretty good, baby.
With you.
What's happening?
I just got off work. I talked to you the other day.
All right.
But, no, I agree with you. I think that men should have more rights. I mean, if a woman decides to have a child, if he doesn't want the child, he's expected to pay for child support and that.
Not if he gives up his parental rights.
Well, yeah, but that costs money.
I'm not so sure that's the case. You're saying any man who doesn't want to pay child support, all he should do is give up his parental rights, and he's in the clear as far as his monetary responsibilities?
I'm
not so sure about that.
He just signs over his parental rights. He's not on. I believe that is how. I believe so.
No, I don't think that it's that easy to give up your parental rights. I mean,
no, I don't think it's that easy to have to be off the hook for your monetary support. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's as easy as just signing a waiver saying you're giving up your parental rights and you don't have to hand over $1. I don't think that's the case. But anyway,
sounds like a lot of Hooshot John to me.
I still think that, men have feelings too. It goes either way. They should have a say-so in if they want to keep the child.
Well, obviously nothing's going to change, and because of the dynamics of it, that the woman is the one carrying the child, obviously she's going to be more in the position to have an advantage as far as rights are concerned, so nothing is going to change, but it doesn't make it necessarily right about the scenario I described to you, which is the opposite scenario of what caused this guy to do what he did. Now, to actually go ahead and do what the guy ultimately did is incredibly wrong and sick and twisted. But it all stemmed from a woman who wanted to have a child and the guy who was against it. Now, I give you the inverse situation. A guy who wants a child and a woman who doesn't. Well, guys, SOL. Here we go back to the scenario of the guy who smushed up 3 abortion pills. He didn't want to have the child. She did. There was nothing he can do about it. Well, he said, I'm not going to stand for that. There's something I can do about it. Watch me smash up these suckers.
I like to get that.
If she dies, she dies.
I like to use the garlic press. Makes them a little finer.
Hot Shot has offered the garlic press.
Come on now.
The best strategical means of grounding up pills to make them unidentifiable in a food-like substance or maybe a beverage of choice.
I mean, I do it to myself every night.
Wow.
I roofie myself.
Why do you think he put it? He I guess twirling it around in the yogurt is a good way to disguise what he had done there, more than like kind of grind it up and throwing it in a glass of wine or something.
Well, yogurt's got kind of an acidic taste to it. I mean, I can see where that would be a good one to disguise.
It's better masqueraded in a food product like yogurt than it is in a glass of wine.
Right, you'll see it in wine.
And she just dumped that thing out real quick when she realized it tastes weird. But yogurt, you just know going into yogurt it's going to taste weird.
Right.
People eat yogurt because of its weird taste. Perfect plot.
Not bad at all.
Again, sick and don't look at me that way. Sick and twisted, Terry. I gave you that, but it's a perfect crime. And it even worked. And the guy has to do 18 months, and he may be laughing all the way through the 18 months. You're right.
Well, but like you said, you read that his attorney is going to try and appeal.
Even try to appeal to get him a lesser sentence. A lesser sentence. Christina, you're on the air.
Hey, you know what? I think that's pretty crappy what he did. I don't defend that in any way. But, number one, my sexist comment, it is a woman's body. It is going to ruin her body having a child if she chooses. On your side of things, where you're looking at where the male has no choice.
Yes.
It's going to ruin her body, not his, okay? And by ruin, I'm not saying she can't get it back, but really, how many women do you know that actually
So you're saying she deserves more rights because it ruins, it takes its toll on her body?
Well, she's the carrier, and that's why they give her...
I don't give a crap. That's so superficial to say. Because it takes its toll on a woman's body.
Well,
because it makes
it's not the easiest thing to do.
You know, because she gets stretch marks, she deserves more.
It's more than that.
Fine, I don't care what it is. Because it takes its toll on a woman's body to whatever degree, she deserves more rights as far as whether or not the abortion is going to happen. I'm sorry, that doesn't add up.
No, I think it's the harboring of it is what you're saying.
I'm not saying that at all.
That's pretty much what I heard.
I'm sorry. Well, my second point, let me tell you my second point, because I'm going to totally contradict myself, because I think that if two people are going to do what they're going to do, they either both need to know the consequences or they need to not be doing it, because one can't make the choice over the other.
So am I hearing you? Let me make sure I'm understanding you on this point. Are you saying if one of the two people that conceived were part of the conception of this child doesn't want to have the child, that even if it's the woman who wants to have the baby, she has to go ahead with his wishes and have the abortion?
I think that if both parties are not aware of the consequences of having sex, they shouldn't be having sex. And if they are...
But they did have sex, and now there's a baby on the way, and it's only 2 months along. And he's made
their own damn fault, and they both need to deal with whatever,
take care of the responsibility. I gotcha.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, I don't understand. Say what you're trying to say. Are you saying that if the man... Well, what does that mean, take care of your responsibility? The child is already on the way now. It's 2 months into the pregnancy. They found out that she's pregnant. The man very much wants to have the woman have an abortion. She does not want to have an abortion. What should happen next?
That should go to court.
It should go to
it every single time. Go to court.
I'm putting it in your hands. You want to put it in the judge's hands because you don't have the guts to answer the question. You're the judge. The man doesn't want... You're the judge who's making the ruling on this case. The man has just told you, I want her to get an abortion. The woman says, I don't want her to get an abortion. What's your ruling? Should she have to get an abortion, yes or no?
Okay, I say no, but then guess what? It's all her responsibility. He has no parental responsibilities if he chooses not to against her wishes or rights.
All right, and the man's sitting there in court going, thank you, Judge. See you later. You just did him a big favor. Every man wishes that was the case. That is in the situation that I just described.
Well, I think, too, that a lot of men don't feel...
Not every man, by the way. I shouldn't have said every man, but there are some men that would be very happy with that ruling.
Right. No, I understand where you're coming from. But I also think that there are a lot of men out there who, yes, they feel like their hands are tied, and so because of it being so lopsided, that they don't feel that they can go to court and plead their case and win.
Let's see if this takes place.
You got another one?
Hold on, understand this way. Okay, never mind. Lunch is very innocent, right, Terry? Lunch! I don't do lunches. Okay. Yeah, I didn't write it back that fast. Anyway. All right, where are we at now? Pasty's been holding up the brakes on so long that it looks like his pasty white arm is about to fall off.
Wow.
Are we that far behind? Oh, I guess we are. Look at the time. Okay.
Time flies when you can't understand Terry.
And we'll be back right after these words. 1-866-60. Oh, geez.
The T-Man Show.
That's right.
Stop calling me!
A single mom is pushed to the edge. Meredith Gavin's scream comes after a relentless round of calls in the middle of the night by a man she says is terrifying her.
Oh, whatever. Suck it up. Did you hear how annoying she sounded, Terry?
She was screaming.
Stop calling me!
A single mom is pushed to the edge.
Oh, jeez. Aren't they all?
Wow.
Yeah, you like it there, don't you?
Meredith Gavin's scream comes after a relentless round of calls in the middle of the night by a man she says is terrifying her.
What do you want from me?
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to find you.
Meredith
Who the
said,
hell would harass this woman with this voice? She better be hot. Anyone know what she looked like? Who taped this? Huh. Can't be, can't
No, not with that voice.
Nah,
What do you want from me?
I'm going to find you.
Meredith
He
says,
sounds equally as lame, though. I'm going to find you. At least John knows how to harass people when he calls, Terry.
I'm going to find you.
Meredith says she thinks she knows who's behind these calls.
Who's that?
Her ex-boyfriend, Jordan Gann. He's been called a sweetheart con man and is suspected of leaving a trail of broken hearts and empty bank accounts across the country.
Cool.
When their relationship broke off, she believes Gann cooked up a plot to harass her.
So now he just called and said he sees me smile. Is he trying to...
Vertical smile.
Yeah.
Those high-power binoculars.
Is he trying to scare me?
If that sounds familiar, it should. It seems to be a replay of this scene from the 1996 movie Scream with Drew Barrymore.
Oh, that was really pretty over the top. It wasn't just phone calls. The boyfriend had his gut sliced down on the patio there, and then they broke in the house. I don't think it got like that crazy, did it? Does the story get that crazy? No. So don't compare it to that. My God.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
From her home in Albany, New York, Meredith launches an all-out campaign to catch Gann. She videotapes every threatening phone call, 91 in all.
Here we go. Unknown, I bet you it's him.
Meredith also posts...
Sounds like the woman who should be thankful someone's calling her, Terry. Something tells me she didn't get 92 phone calls that day.
I feel like she likes it kind of for some reason.
Yeah, it almost sounds like it. I'm sorry. She's so giddied up about it, and she's communicating with the guy who's harassing her.
Well,
anyone will tell you if you're really getting harassing phone calls, Terry, you pick up the phone and you put it right back down.
Right.
She's having conversations. I bet it's him.
Gann's mugshot on the internet and calls into radio shows to warn other women.
Oh, hey,
but that just makes the calls worse.
What did it feel like that all the radio hosts agreed that you were greedy, dumb little
Oh, those radio hosts in Albany, Terry, they can be tough. Called her what, a greedy little whore? Getting serious now.
All the radio hosts agreed that you were greedy, dumb little whore.
Meredith met Gann in 2003. She says he claimed to be a wealthy doctor and sweet-talked her into dating him.
Oh, yeah, women are so easy.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a doctor. Oh, really cool.
Yeah, I make a lot of money, too, by the way, babe.
He says, I'm a doctor, I'm in town, and I just sold my cancer research rights to a drug company.
You really believed he was a doctor?
He had an answer for everything.
Meredith spent more than $1,000
And you weren't smart enough to see through it. That's what it comes down to, honey.
Picked you up in the Yugo, and you still believed it, huh?
He had an answer for everything.
Meredith spent more than $1,000 treating him to dinners out and new clothes.
She bought him new clothes, but the doctor who sold his
rights to
some cancer vaccine or I cured cancer, but I just need $5. That's something you can make happen for me. And I also need some clothes 'cause I'm getting a little cold, being all naked and stuff. So if I'll pay you back with my cancer money.
I'm gonna make a killing off these sick people.
Then he disappeared, and Meredith found out.
You heard of leukemia? Yeah, well, I took care of that. So just give me a free dinner and call it even.
She was pregnant.
This guy impregnated her, too, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not harassing phone calls. Harassing phone calls is from some weirdo that you're working at the bank, and he comes in all the time, and he times it out just perfectly so he gets you to be the teller, and then he follows you to your car and finds out where you live and starts calling you. That's real scary harassing phone calls. All right?
Well,
I know because I was told to stop.
Oh, jeez.
No, but that's real, like, scary stuff. This girl met a guy. She was duped into all his mouthpiece was going on overdrive, and she bought into all his lies. But they had a little something going on there, and he had sex with her. She was willing to lay down for him, Terry, and she got pregnant. And now he's probably upset with her about yes, and he's bugging her.
Yes.
That doesn't qualify as my definition of harassing phone calls. If you had sex with a man and he then calls you like this guy is doing, it doesn't fall into the category. It doesn't fall into the category of harassment.
But when it's like nonstop all the time, regardless,
somebody chose poorly out there, and it's this woman.
Even though she may have chose poorly and she recognizes it and everything, I mean, if you consistently and all the time, like I said, it does become harassment.
He's bugging her. But this doesn't fall into the category of quote-unquote harassing phone calls.
Then he disappeared, and Meredith found out she was pregnant. This adorable little boy is her child.
He's probably just as ugly as every other
with the man she calls her tormentor.
Here he goes. Calls again.
Loves it.
Do you not understand English?
Oh, jeez.
I guess not.
Or do I need to speak in French and Spanish for you to understand me?
You see, they're having a little tete-a-tete here, Terry.
I understand that.
Trying to get cute lines with him and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, clever. I didn't know you were so clever. Okay, I'll stop calling you now.
See.
Mm-hmm. She's asking for it, just like gay phone operator Terry asked for it when this guy calls.
I'm gonna fight you.
That's the voice.
Not what you want to hear.
That's the voice behind truly harassing phone calls, Terry.
I'm gonna find you.
This guy on her phone calls is nothing to worry about.
I said peanut butter booty liquor.
Do you not understand English?
I guess not.
Or do I need to speak in French and Spanish for you to understand me?
T-Man Show.
Should I be in a fantasy baseball league this year, Terry?
Sure, why not?
Somebody just text messaged me about that.
Jeez.
Should I do that or what?
Yeah.
Every year I think I may want to do one. I never do it. I haven't done one since
I
used to do it in college where like we had these real, true, hardcore fantasy sports leagues where you actually had not just a draft, you had an auction for every player in the major leagues. It was like you had to clear out an 11-hour day to bring up every player. Oh, I got Sean Dunston. Yeah, Ray it all, bitch.
Ryan Sandberg, 80 cents.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think he won more than 80 cents.
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
But
40 homers one year.
Yes, it depends how much you spend. I can't do it. I don't
Why
have the
not?
time.
Fantasy baseball's pretty cool.
You don't have the
I can find a league.
time.
There's plenty of
You're right, I do have the time.
What
but
the hell? Plenty of time.
They make us work a 12-hour day around here.
Right.
No question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 4 hours doing the radio show and 8 hours cleaning the toilets. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I think you should.
Well, okay, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Huh? Anyway.
Yes.
Give me a quick story or two, and then I want to go to the phones. Anything anyone wants to talk about is fine with me at this point. We're in the final hour of this here. What is it, Wednesday morning? It's our little hump day action. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. That is toll-free. Anything you want to ask or say is fair game. 1-866-663-T-MAN. What does T-Man come out to be?
I have no idea.
6, 2, 6.
Okay.
1-866. Yeah.
Okay.
I never even wondered until now. I don't know why. 1-866-663-8626.
T-Man
is the number to call.
And finally, people with a BlackBerry can call.
How about that?
Good deal.
Our sidekick. Finally, they can call. I'm waiting all this time.
Mm-hmm. Why? There's no letters corresponding with the numbers on a BlackBerry?
I can't do it. You got a full keyboard.
Really? All right. Well, now you can call on your BlackBerry or your sidekick or whatever. Because I finally for whatever reason, got curious as to how the numbers corresponded with T-Man. 1-866-663-8626.
Sounds so weird, though, when you actually give a number, I have to say, because I'm so used to hearing T-Man.
That's right. What's your story? What do you got real quick? What do you have?
Sorry.
That's all right.
I have a story about a 9-year-old girl who was kicked out of her tennis club, all because she was grunting too loudly.
Well, that's gone on in tennis for too long now, Terry. They have to do something about the grunting. This 9-year-old.
Part of the game.
You got to nip it in the bud. You got to nip it at age 9.
Oh, jeez, and they did. Made her cry.
Why are you so freaking horny? Get the hell out of here. You and your I mean, you hear how phallic it sounds to watch a tennis match with women playing, Terry, especially the women.
Well, you make it sound all phallic.
And some of these European men, they have the most fruity little grunts themselves. Ooh. It's just nauseating to watch a tennis match. All started with Monica Seles, and they stabbed her in the back. Didn't help.
She's on the new Dancing with the Stars, by the way.
Mm-hmm. She started the whole grunting phase, and it hasn't really run its course. So, catch them and start them realizing early that it's over the top. You don't need to grunt that loud to play a little fruity sport like tennis.
And the ball weighs, what, 4 ounces?
Yes.
Yeah, but you're hitting it with such power.
Wow. Let me tell you. You don't have to grunt, all right? No one's impressed with your tennis playing abilities. Oh! Oh!
Wow.
Come on. And then you go home, have sex, you don't see a freaking peep. All these grunters. Oh, my gosh. I'm all for it. I'm all for kicking out these horny little 9-year-olds, too.
Wow.
That are overly grunting. Because they've been watching too much.
Well, do you want to know what
a reflection of what they see on TV.
You want to know what her dad said?
9-year-old doesn't need to grunt.
He says, what do they want me to do? Put Band-Aids over her mouth?
Yes. Well, just tell her not to grunt. It's that simple. Shut your little daughter up. Now. Or get her out of here.
And then I guess that's the same thing when you go to the gym and you have a bunch of guys over there lifting the weights and stuff like that.
I hate the over-grunters lifting weights. I hate the guy on the bench press who's, even before he starts lifting. All right, spot me, dude. I'm going to try to max out here. I just want to do one. I'm trying to get one here. When you hear that, it's just like, oh, dude, I'm not spotting you. Get someone else. I'm not a spotter. I was asked to spot someone the other day, and I actually said, I'm not spotting you.
Really?
Yeah. I said, there are people who work here, man. I got other things to do in my life than spot you on your one rep.
Wow.
One rep.
Yeah, he wanted to do one rep. I just want to max out, man.
Then I'll end up curling.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'm really not into spotting you. It'll wind up on your chest. You'll be stuck there for life. You might want to get someone else. It's really rude, but for me to have said that, but I never ask anyone to spot me. I go until I can't go anymore, and then I figure it out. If it gets stuck on my chest, then I'm there with the barbell on my neck for life, and I'm willing to take that risk. I never ask anyone to spot me. Ever.
Wow. All right.
And it's rude of me to say no, but that's what I said. I said no. Guy asked me to spot him. I don't think anyone's ever said no to any request in a gym if someone asks me to spot him.
Help somebody out, and you don't want them to get hurt.
It's helping out your fellow man, and I said no.
Oh, my God.
And I'm the first, and I hope I'm not the last of the no's when someone asks them. Because it's over the top. I agree with you totally, Terry. You thought I was going to say, oh, no, you have to be able to grunt a little when you're lifting weights. Weights is a man thing. No. You shouldn't be making all that noise in a public place where you're lifting weights either.
Oh, boy. That's in the locker room.
Yeah. Good.
Come on, man.
I didn't say that. I didn't say the full word, did I?
Portland, are you there?
Yeah, I hope the board office was sitting very carefully and dumped that. Mm-hmm.
Man. All right, then.
Pretty passionate about spotting people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Get you really worked up.
Does get me really worked up. I did my part, and I hit the dump button. I can't help anything else that happens. All right?
All right. Anyway, back to the grunting.
Yes.
So.
Back to the grunting. They kicked her little ass out.
Yes.
And maybe that was a little over the top. They should have, I'm sure, did they give her a couple of warnings, or her family or parents a couple of warnings?
Apparently not. Apparently, a complaint was written, was given about her from another.
Good. Kick them all out.
Parent or child, and
kick all the grunters out.
They just basically said sorry.
If they went to her parents and said, your daughter's starting to bug a few of the members.
They didn't.
We don't feel like she needs to be grunting that loud. She's not that great, first of all. And even if she was great, she doesn't need to be grunting that loud. All right? End of story. Can you kind of tone her down a little bit? Because she's annoying. And if they said, well, what do you want us to do? Put Band-Aids over her mouth? No, you don't have to do that anymore because now she's kicked out of the club. Because we don't like your attitude. Get the hell out. I'm all for it. All for it. 1-866-663-8626. Yes.
Wow. Well done. Did you change your name to...
That's right. It's now the 8626 Man.
Yeah, that's a good name.
It's the 8626 show in the morning. 1-866-663-T-Man. Let's see. Who's been waiting a long time? All these people want to talk about all the old topics we've been talking about all morning. Nicole, you're on the air. Hello. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
What's up?
I was calling to tell you guys about, you want to see if the fathers can just sign over their rights?
Yes.
Well, I tried to have that done because my daughter's father's a deadbeat, and he was actually willing to do it, but they wouldn't let us because I didn't have somebody that was willing to adopt her.
Oh, so you have to have another party?
Yeah, there has to be another, like,
when's the party?
Father figure.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So,
All right, thanks
Thank you for the information.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care. Told you. Anyway.
Okay.
Tell you so.
You feel better.
Call gay phone operator and ask him if that word that slipped out made it over the air.
He's having issues.
Oh, well, you mean it's Wednesday?
Right. Short redhead, parents hate him.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Oh, my goodness.
Internal self-hate, Terry? What's different today from all other days?
I don't know.
Did anyone in the chat room? Did the chat room hear the show live or did they hear the show in delay?
No, they have a totally different feed. And
they hear the show live?
Yeah,
that's the internet.
nothing gets dumped.
That's the internet.
Yeah.
All right, well,
right.
I didn't say the full word anyway.
No, I know that, but I'm just letting you know.
All right. And I dumped...
I know you did.
I think we're good.
Yes.
All right.
I'll do the 2-week suspension if you want me to.
2 weeks.
I'll do it for you.
You'll do it in Hawaii, won't you?
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's gay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, gay.
How you doing?
Yes, gay.
I'm so tired from yesterday.
Whatever. He had a little morning, hour-long party. It was no big deal. There was no grunting. What? What's the big deal? You're all tired. We don't know
It's exhausting. I had a great time.
It was the disaster that we anticipated it was going to be. Nothing more, nothing less.
No,
it was an awkward, uncomfortable, unnecessary event, and now I'm glad it's over and never to happen again.
No, the funny part was Dizzle was a little tipsy, and she did start attacking people, but it wasn't people at the party. It was people in the chat room that she started going off on.
Oh, that's right, because you guys were chatting too.
Yeah, it was. I stayed away. I did not want to be involved.
Good story. Any more?
Where's that story?
It's a great bedtime story. I'm ready for bed after hearing that.
Me too.
I'm ready to fall asleep.
Me too. But I'm going to have another one in about a month.
What was that? Yeah, right.
No. You want to come over?
No, this one I have to forbid. I'm sorry. No.
I'm having another.
No, it's too much. It's ridiculous. No. All right? How do I stop this, Terry?
The phone call?
Yeah, where is that story? What did I just do with that story? That's what I'm looking for. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's not going to find it because he didn't title it.
But he'll know.
How will he know? Oh, because of the date? Yeah, do that. Find that one. Please. I have it perfectly set up. A gay.
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't it be wonderful? He said, stalling.
No, it would
What
not
is
be
wrong with
wonderful.
your cam, by the way? Why do you have weird colors?
I have to reboot my computer.
Story of his life, Terry.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm. Gay.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry, Pasty. I can't stand all the smoke smell anyway. Did he find it or no? No?
I don't know. You kicked him out. Now he's salty.
Oh, jeez.
He didn't walk away looking a little salty.
He did, yes. I don't know if he found
What's wrong with him, man?
Well, you made the comment about the cigarettes.
I know, but I think he's been in a bad mood for longer than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This might be it here.
What's wrong, man?
Nothing.
You all right?
Is that it?
Something's bothering you, man. I can see it on your
fine
face.
Today, I'm great.
Try this one.
No, something's bothering you. It's obvious. We want to know what it is.
It's nothing concerning you guys. Don't worry about it.
Something's bothering you in your
but
off the air, off the show life?
Yeah.
He didn't get invited to the party.
Oh, jeez.
But he will next time.
I would hope and assume it's something bigger than that. All right? All right, well, then that's all I need to know. Then we'll leave it alone.
Yes.
It should be. But
Oh, jeez.
What?
Sorry.
Is this it?
I like your picture.
Yeah, okay. Well, now I just ruined the setup.
Would have been perfect.
Hey, I wanted to make sure that was the right cut, but I was going to set it all up with this guy. But anyway. How come you didn't show up to Gay's party yesterday, John? John, are you really concerned? Does he really have you scared that he's going to call the police? And
first of all,
I think he's really put you on the defensive by saying your real name on the air, which you'd never like to hear, and by calling the cops on you. He's really taken away all your powers that you used to have on him. That would
I still have powers to be, don't you know?
No, I don't think
Eric Burkhart?
Oh, okay. You gotta lose the effect of those powers if you just go for the jugular every time when it's not necessary, Gabe. But all right,
he doesn't get it.
Can everybody talk at once, please?
Okay, 253 652 Eric Burkhart.
Hey, are you still a child, dude? Are you really an effing child still?
You know what? Are you still
Answer me, you dumb bitch.
drunk? You're not going to bother me anymore. I'm tired of your crap. I will give your info out every time I can. I will give it out on the internet. I will give it out on the radio. I will give it out. Anybody that calls me, I will give them your info.
I'll give them the info because guess what? I have a lot of love, baby, because you gave my number out Friday and I had a lot of love from since then.
You can have a lot of love. If they let you,
I got a lot of recordings of people who just want to bury you.
You know, that's fine. That's fine.
Wow,
You're friggin' drunk. I don't care.
Big bump in the road.
I don't care. I hate that you get fired. You lose your job. You break your back again. You get hurt.
Hang on, guys. My gosh.
The biggest manhole ever if he goes on the
Oh, Lord. Wow. Here's the situation. Gay, for a long time, has at least pretended like, if not realistically, been just bothered, harassed by John. That's been clear. Now he's found an effective way of kind of keeping John at bay, and that's by putting his real name out there on the air. And putting
what was that? Eric Burkhart? Yeah, that's his name.
Putting his phone number. Right, take it easy. Putting his phone number out over the air, etc., etc. John is kind of laid off since then.
Yes,
kind of laid back. And on top of that, Gay has called the police on John when he showed up nearby where he lives. So now John has lost all his effectiveness, his powers over Gay phone operator. But
I love it.
But if Gay phone operator keeps doing what he's doing and oversaturates the situation with putting his name out there and his phone number, eventually it's not going to affect John anymore. Then he's back to square one. And Gay doesn't realize that. Right. He should use it strategically. But he apparently isn't bright enough to pick up on that, because now he's overdoing it, and it's going to lose its luster. It's going to lose its impact, Terry.
Well,
no, I'll get other info on him, and I will be able to share that as well.
Now, this obviously is the answer. You found the remedy. You found the medicine to keep John away from you.
No, because he still pages me.
But you're overdosing on it now, and I'm telling you, you're going to be back at square one before you realize it. And I think that's exactly where you want to be honest.
I'm going to find you.
You already know where I am.
But I can find you out and about and around the city.
No, you can't. You don't know what I do.
Wait. What do you mean he doesn't? You said he doesn't know where you are. Why? You said you moved a long time ago, I thought.
Yeah, but he acts like I can't find him.
Why doesn't he know where you are anymore?
He knows where I am.
Okay. So why'd you say you don't know where I am?
No, he said he's going to find me out and about around the city. I said he doesn't know what I do.
No, before he said out and around or about around the city, you said he wouldn't know where to find you. I thought he came to your place.
No, he knows exactly where I live.
Okay.
He can find where I live. He knows where I live. He's not going to find me out.
What did he say now? Did he say anything bad?
No, I heard buffet, I think.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, at the buffet. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, wonderful.
Buffet.
Wonderful. John, do you want the last word here? Go ahead.
Yeah, for the break, sure. I will tell you, Gay phone operator, I'll see you out and about this weekend.
Okay, Eric Burkhart.
Okay. Jeez. Loves it.
He does go right for the jugular, though. He's like a heavyweight fighter that just comes out with a haymaker.
Every
right
time.
away.
Keeps throwing haymakers at him. And gay. A gay. A gay. Okay, hang up. I want to give him a last word, Terry.
No, it looks like he's still on there.
Well, he's not talking.
Oh, no.
So he's gone. And now he's going to overdo the party that he sees that he thinks was a big success.
Yes.
Vinnie the Pooh was there.
Vinnie
the Pooh was there. It was the worst 15 minutes of his life.
Never getting it back.
Never getting those 15 minutes back, Terry.
It looked like he had a good time, though, from the pictures. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're giving someone a piggyback. You got the coned hat on. You look like you're having a great time.
There you go.
NJ is on the air, and it's NJ's birthday today. Isn't that nice? NJ, happy birthday. How old are you today?
I am 23 years old.
23 years old today. Born on February 27th.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and what can we do for you, sir, on your birthday?
Well, I know you have a lot of good ideas of what people should do on their birthday, sending Vinnie to Vegas and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Not a one.
I just want to get some ideas of what do you think I should do on my birthday. I know it's Wednesday. The clubs aren't going to be popping or anything.
Why not? Clubs are pretty stacked. And, a lot of ladies' nights and stuff like that on Wednesdays. Wednesdays was a pretty big club night.
Oh, really? Huh. That's weird.
Big enough.
Big enough. Mondays and Tuesdays are probably your slowest nights. And Wednesday it starts rolling again. Yep. Wednesday you roll right through Saturday. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Some Sunday spots can be all right, but
Sundays are popping.
Yeah, some are.
But Monday and Tuesday
are pretty dark, pretty dead, and then you got Wednesday where it picks up again, and a lot of ladies' nights, as I said, which brings in all the dudes.
A wiener fest for $25 cover. Yes.
So you can go to clubs tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, like any club, you got to pick the right night to go to each particular club. Each club has its big night. Some have no big nights, but you know where to go if you do a little work.
That's true.
Maybe you're just not the club guy, NJ.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think I partied myself hard too much when I was a little bit younger. I think I played it out for myself.
So at 23, you're burned out on clubs.
I'm retired.
Right now, yeah.
Hanging it up. Hang up the jock.
I had a good run.
And what city are you living in?
I live in Oakland right now, so it's in the Bay Area. So.
And you're thinking that your run on clubs. All right, so usually people, when they make the right decision on when to hang it up as far as the club scene, it's more like 33 as opposed to 23. Probably a little earlier, but if you want to stretch it out, you can go as far as 33.
Yeah.
All right. So now that NJ has decided he's calling it quits as far as the club scene at 23, when someone decides that their time with clubs is done, they got to figure out the next stage of their social life. What's going to be the next stage of your life, NJ? For all that time that is used as far as spending it on clubs, what are you going to do with all that time?
Well, that's the interesting part. I don't know at this point. I'm trying to get.
Yeah, you better go back to the clubs, dude.
Well, the midlife crisis. Midlife crisis hits cats early these days, huh? 23.
Yeah, I think I'm probably.
Well, no, there's this. I've been talking about that over the past few months. I've been reading a lot about this people NJ's age, maybe a little bit older, around 23 to 27, having this quarter-life crisis that's become a very real thing, especially with women.
Especially with a lot show on NBC called Quarter Life starting tonight, actually.
A lot of women have this new symptomatic little disorder, if you will, known as the quarter life crisis, where they get really depressed. They're trying to figure out what the value of their life is, where they're going with it, what the future holds, why they haven't been really feeling like they got enough out of the first 25 years of their life, and they really get into a crisis mode. And this type of scenario didn't really exist even 10 years ago. It definitely didn't exist in the 80s.
Right.
Women of the 80s that were around 23 to 27 didn't feel any type of quarter-life crisis, but they do now. And maybe that's the evolution of the species known as mankind. You know, women and men just want more earlier, and they have different expectations as far as life, and they have this me and this the short attention span kind of mentality more than ever before, and they really start doubting themselves and go into a crisis, this quarter-life crisis, early on. Maybe that's what NJ is starting to slip into.
Maybe so.
It's more for women, NJ, but maybe you're more of a womanly kind of guy.
Wow.
Oh, no. I just I think a few years ago, ever since I was like 16, 17, 18, like I just was partying way too hard. And
whatever.
You
don't sound like the type that really tore it up. All right, give me an example. Give me an example of when you were 17, when you were really in a heavy party situation, what you were doing.
I had a beer and a half one time, T-Man.
Freshman year, and I was in college, got into the fraternity, and the fraternity life, I'll tell you right now.
All right, where'd you go to college, first of all?
In San Jose. San Jose State.
San Jose State. Okay. Very, very big. A lot of students, Terry. San Jose State, a lot listen to us. I get a lot of emails, and a very popular school.
Yes.
Okay. So you're at San Jose State. It's your freshman year. You're living on campus?
Yeah, I was living on campus,
and you were in a fraternity, and you were doing things that really kind of wore you out early in life. Because, Terry, I mean, plugging sheep, it ages you quick, you know.
Especially when people find out, I guess. Yeah, I could see that.
All right, so what fraternity did you pledge? Did you become a brother? You obviously became a brother, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, what fraternity were you in?
I was in Sigma Nu.
Sigma Nu.
Yeah.
And for 4 years, did you go for 4 years or what?
No, I actually ended up, taking some time off 2 years into it.
Dropping out.
Right, taking some time off.
If you're still taking the time off, that means you dropped out.
Yeah, and I'm in between lottery winnings.
So, all right, 2 years after going to college, you decided, all right, maybe it's not for me, and you're calling it quits.
Yeah, I mean...
Taking some time. I love it. I love how he phrases things. Taking some time off. You dropped out of school. You decided to go into the work world, and you decided college wasn't for you after 2 years. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't give me this. I'm taking. Maybe your parents like to hear it that way, but I'm not buying.
To take.
Yeah, taking time off.
Right. All right, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining now. Come on. It's a lot of Who Shot John right there. I love that.
All right. So, but in those 2 years you were at San Jose State, were you like heavily into drugs or anything? And that's one of the reasons you needed taking time off, or what?
No, it was just more to hanging out and just like
a lot of drinking, goofing off.
Yeah, just a lot of that.
Were your grades really bad?
No, actually, my grades, when I left, I had an average of 2.65. So
that's very respectable. And how many women would you say you had sex with in the 2 years you went to San Jose State?
As with the fraternity? Oh, come on, man. Why you got to put me on blast?
What's the big deal? I mean, who's really... I'm not asking for names. How many girls did he have sex? Obviously, he's embarrassed by how low the number is.
It's only on blast if you had none.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Okay, so, I mean, over the 2 years, it was about I would say about 12 to 14 around there.
It's understandable.
That's very easy to believe. I thought if he, in fact, had sex with 12 girls, I thought he'd probably shoot a little higher with his lie. Do you know the rule of three, as I've talked about many times, Terry? When a man says how many women he's had sex with, you divide by 3. When a woman says how many men she's had sex with, you times it by 3. The rule of 3. So if you go by the rule of 3, in his 2 years at San Jose State, our friend NJ, who's celebrating a birthday today, we should be a little kinder perhaps to him, has had sex with 4 girls.
Right.
It's not the worst case anyone's ever heard in their life.
No.
So you had sex with 4 girls during your 2 years of college.
No, it wasn't 4 girls.
Right, of course not. It was 12. I understand. So 4 girls. And how many of the 4 girls were hot, would you say? How many of the 4 girls would you, be proud to introduce to your friends?
Oh, every single one.
Every single one of the 4?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. That rule is divided by 4, Terry, which means he's...
We're still doing math.
He would have been proud... That's right, we do a lot of math. He would have been proud to introduce one of the 4 girls to... his buddies. Okay, so he had sex with 4, proud of 1. And I'm still not hearing any symptoms, any kind of scenarios by which I would believe that at 23 you'd be burned out on partying and need to slow down. Yeah, you were... Okay, fine, you were in a fraternity, but just for 2 years.
Right, but then after that, I started going to clubs every weekend, stuff like that. I mean, it was fun. I still enjoy myself. But I just don't feel like going out, every single weekend, maybe every once in a while.
Were you the type that your friends had to, carry out of the club 2 in the morning and stuff like that, or no?
Yeah, I was. I never drove when I was...
whatever you say, T-Man.
happen.
You never were able to drive home when you went out. You would always need to have help to get home.
Oh, of course. Like, my buddies were always driving me to the club.
All right, so now, where are you at in life at 23? You having a birthday? You have a girlfriend? You living with anyone? You single? What's the story?
I do have a girlfriend. I'm working full-time. You know, just trying to make some... I'm thinking of changing careers, but for right now, I'm pretty settled. And but I feel good about myself. I mean, that's
all right, good. That's good. So how long have you been going out with this girl?
I've been going out for 2.5 years now.
My gosh, you have a long-term relationship. Shouldn't she be taking him out or anything special tonight, Terry?
She should, yes.
It's his birthday. Shouldn't she be? Yes. Shouldn't she be like waxing her lower extremities right now to make sure she gives him some great birthday sex or what?
Oh yeah, sure. No, but I think she should have something planned, and maybe she does.
Yeah, I would think.
Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe she wants to surprise him.
Maybe it's the last thing he wants to do tonight.
Hey, a little PF Chang's, a sweater that doesn't fit or that you don't like, and a little sex. That's how it goes on birthdays, right?
Yeah, you don't have to really worry. Your girlfriend's going to probably make big plans for your birthday night if she's a good girlfriend, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure. She's on the way to my house right now, so, I mean...
All right, so what are y'all worried about? Happy birthday to you. Maybe the girlfriend, as I said, is the last person he wants to see today. Well, just like every other day this week. But that's where you're at right now, NJ, because you love this girl or no?
Oh, yes, I do. I do.
All right, well, it's good they have some, I guess, stability, whatever you call it, in your life. All right? So what else is there really to discuss? Happy birthday, man. Any other questions?
No, I'm pretty much it, but...
you don't sound really happy, NJ.
It's still early in the morning.
All right.
I don't really get up until, like, at least 10 or 10, so... But, you know, I do. I just want to say I do enjoy the show, and I really love you guys. I always hear... Whenever I get a chance, I listen to you guys, and then...
Well, we enjoy your call. We hope you give us an update on your life again soon. We wish you the happiest of 23rd birthdays.
No problem.
We actually thought MJ was calling Michael Jordan. That's the only reason we took the call.
Oh, just. And, again, congratulations on everything, making it this far. And
take a little break from school.
Yeah.
Wait, 23, what are you panicking for?
Take a little break.
Take a break.
I'm going to go back, maybe around 65 years old.
Yeah, they cut seniors a break on tuition. It's probably a good move.
People are so funny with the way they describe things.
I know.
Say what you did.
Right.
I dropped out because I wasn't really into it.
Right.
No one likes that terminology. Dropped out.
Failure. It's a negative connotation. Dropped out.
I got laid off. You got fired. We decided to take a break. You got dumped.
Wow.
Figure it out.
The T-Man Show.
Thank you.
Oh, you feeling better, Terry? That is going to stand the test of time as well, that song. I love it. Yeah, anyway, let's finalize today's program by giving something away. What do you want to give away, Terry? Anything?
Sure.
One of Terry's kids.
All right, first caller right now. You can have a third born this morning.
Right.
1-866-663-8626. That's...
How about now?
Oh.
She's not up for grabs.
Just in case Terry wasn't sure if we were completely...
How about no on that, guys? I don't think I'm going to... That's going to fly.
All right, yes. Gotta be a party pooper like that. We'll just give away a 3-pack of CDs. How about that?
Okay.
All right. You cool on that?
Sure.
All right. 1-866-663-T-Man. First caller right now, and it looks like that first caller is you. Who's this?
Justin.
Who are you waving to, Terry? I see you waving.
Chatters.
You're waving to Chatters? They asked for a wave?
Yeah.
It's getting a little out of control now. You're blowing kisses now?
Yeah, I blow kisses.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not logged on to Terry Cam, you're missing her blow kisses. Oh,
They're
now she's doing a little dance.
Me.
Oh, this is so special. What a moment. Let me tell you. What's your name, sir?
Justin.
Justin with a J?
Yes, with a J.
And would you like to win something, Justin?
I'd love to win something.
What would you like? Would you rather have us mail you Terry's third born or a 3-pack of CDs?
Well, it's a tough call, but I think I'll go with the CD.
Really? Okay. Now, is there a CD that you don't have that you've been looking for, that you've been thinking about going out and getting or downloading or something like that we could send you free of charge?
I'd like to have the new Kanye West.
Well, I'm sure we have that. I have no doubt. So that'll be included in your 3-pack. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right. Any other requests?
Yeah, you can pick them for me.
All right. So Kanye and Potluck.
There you go.
Wow.
Justin, have you ever won anything before in this program? You sound somewhat familiar.
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yes.
You're not a prize pig, are you?
No.
What have you won in the past?
I've won a 3-pack of CDs.
So, yes.
Let's see. I won Seahawks tickets back in, I think,
Holy
04.
cow, he's won a lot of
You know what,
things.
Justin? I think maybe it's time for you to say, T-Man, I've had my share of winning. I'm going to step aside and let someone else have the unbelievable, euphoric experience of winning something on the air.
You know what, T-Man? I will do that.
Oh.
Well, just because of that, I'm going to send you your 3 CDs. I'm going to give someone else 3 CDs. How about that?
All right.
Great.
6 CDs.
Yeah, you can't get away that easy. Hang on. Give him his CDs.
How dare you do what I ask?
Yeah. So easily ready to comply. How about that?
I know.
Give him 4 CDs, that bastard.
I think he saw right through it. Well, if I say that I'll do it, then maybe he'll still let me win.
Oh, if he did that, then he's smarter than I am. I'm going to give someone else some CDs now. You don't get off that easy.
Right.
I don't know how we got off. Still confused.
Shauna has been hanging on because she's having a quarter-life crisis. Now, Shauna, listen to me.
Yes?
I want to talk all about your quarter-life crisis, but obviously we're out of time this morning.
Oh.
All right? Now, where can we call you back tomorrow? Where are you going to be tomorrow so we can discuss this? Because this is something that I've talked about we've never really gotten into, Terry. It's a real legitimate thing.
Right.
Shauna, how old are you?
I am 24. I'm going to be 25 in 2 months, and it's just horrible.
Oh, geez. Well, I don't want to get too into it right now, but we're gonna take down your number. Where are you going to be tomorrow around this time or maybe a little earlier? You're going to be home? You're going to be where?
At this time,
No, about an hour earlier or something.
an hour later.
No, an hour. Oh, geez. And then, like tomorrow at 9 a.m., something like that.
Now I see why she is.
I'm going to be home.
Okay, good. Where's home? What city you live in?
Milpitas.
Okay, we'll call you tomorrow in Milpitas, all right?
You have my number?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Hang on. I'm going to write your number down, all right? And I'll call you tomorrow with my penis. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could dial with it?
I don't want to be in the room.
I'm going to hit 3 buttons at the same time.
Oh, yeah. You're on the air. Who's this?
Matt.
Matt?
Matt Miller.
Matt Miller.
Oh, hey.
No guy named Matt Miller, but I'm sure there's a lot of Matt Millers floating around.
Everyone knows a Matt Miller.
Oh, what's up, T-Man?
What's up, Matt Miller? Did I go to, like, day camp with you or something? I remember, like, this dude named Matt Miller back, like, when I was, like, 8 years old.
Is he the guy that killed the cat or no?
Oh, no, that's Richie Hyde in high school. That was football camp. That wasn't, like, day camp.
Okay, my bad.
That was just a week
Can't keep all your camp straight, sorry.
I know. God,
got a lot of camps.
I was just going away for football, before the season started.
Right.
When the season first starts, you go to football camp.
Right. I went to Vinnie camp.
Mm-hmm.
And you never left.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
What's up?
Just calling for the CDs.
Yeah, all right, hang on. We'll get your CDs, all right?
Right on.
All right, what do you want?
Green Day Dookie.
Oh, jeez.
Brother Lynch.
All right, hang on. I'll give you a Green Dookie and what else?
Yeah, sounds good.
There you go. You win. I greened it. Wow. All right.
All right.
There
Thanks to 1996 for that. And
yeah.
Great album.
I hope you have the time of your life.
The T-Man Show.